I've read this, I've been following this, and I will just say one other thing. You are not president of the United States until Congress says you are. So they count the votes from the electors. So they keep using these phrases, delaying the official count and stuff like that. Barbara Boxer did that. Maxine Waters did that. Other Democrats have done that. Some Republicans have done that. They did it in 2000. They did it in 2004. They did it in 2016. Prosecutors so far have charged more than 700 people with crimes. You see what I mean? I want to know some kind of a breakdown. The FBI is seeking information to identify hundreds of additional suspects. Are you telling me 1,000 people broke into the Capitol building, attacked police, committed violent acts? Grand jury subpoenas are a legal mechanism used by prosecutors to gather information for a criminal investigation. And a subpoena in and of itself doesn't mean any particular recipient is under investigation or likely to face charges. But the subpoena demands issued in recent weeks do indicate that the aperture of the investigation is widened. Well, of course. People familiar with the subpoena demands declined to identify the individuals who had received them or provide additional details. And Garland, who has faced pressure at times from Democrats and others to more aggressively investigate, there you go. Those close to Trump and the events that preceded the attack on Congress said in his January 5 speech that complex investigations like this one take time and are built from the bottom up. So this is going to continue to go on. Continue to go on. Now they're going to go after rally organizers? And what crime could they have possibly committed? Justice Department decided to first investigate those who were caught on video committing crimes and see whether investigators could connect those individuals to higher level targets. And so here we are again. The real goal is Trump and his inner circle. And so they'll grab the lawyers, try and get them disbarred. They'll grab the former staffers. They'll grab the people who are around President Trump. That's their target. He and them. They're not trying to do oversight on how better to protect the Capitol building and whether there was malfeasance or worse by Nancy Pelosi by turning down the National Guard protection. They're going to make insinuations, as the Washington Compost and New York Slimes have already done. We have a 7-hour gap to remind you see, of Watergate. 18-and-a-half-minute gap on the tape recorder. Oh, there's a gap. And then they go to John Bolton, who they hate, but he's a complete schmuck, so he's more than happy to contribute. Yes, I definitely heard Trump once use the phrase burner phone. Yeah, he would use it now and then. Trump said, I don't know what the hell a burner phone was. And by the way, I didn't either. I assume a throwaway phone. Doesn't matter. Bolton's on the case. He's a real reliable source, that Bolton, I'll tell you. I'll be right back.
Mark Levin.
This is KSVP and K229AS Artesia.
This just in, breaking news from Richland Motors. Let's go live to the sales manager at Richland Motors, Freddie Sosa, for more information. Freddie?
New inventory has finally arrived. Just off the delivery truck, we have a 2022 gray Chevy Suburban with a 3-liter diesel engine, a 2022 black Chevy 2500 HD, and also a 2022 beautiful blue GMC 2500 Denali. We also have over a dozen more brand new 2500 HDs and Yukons coming in very soon. So if you're looking to purchase a 2022 vehicle, you've got to come on down to Richland Motors at 2601 West 2nd Street in Roswell and claim your vehicle while they last. Guys, you won't believe this, but I've got to go. We just got another truckload in.
There you have it. Come see these vehicles and more at Richland Motors, 2nd and Sycamore in Roswell. Or check out the entire new and pre-owned inventory online at rlchevrolet.com. Ride for the brand. We now return you to your regular scheduled programming.
Yeah, military life can have its challenges, but sometimes veteran life brings more. While serving in Iraq, an IED took both my legs, but it didn't take my spirit.
As America's veterans face challenges, DAV is there.
My name is Greg Gadsden, 26-year Army veteran.
With the right support, more veterans can reach victories, great and small.
DAV helps veterans like me get all the benefits they've earned, and that can be a life changer.
DAV provides a lifetime of support to veterans of every generation, helping more than 1 million veterans each year.
Today, I'm an entrepreneur, photographer, and public speaker.
But there's more to be done and more victories to be won. With the right support, there are no limits.
My victory is just being the best that I can be.
Greg Gadsden, thank you for your service. May your victories inspire many more. Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
This just in, breaking news from Richland Motors. Let's go live to the sales manager at Richland Motors, Freddie Sosa, for more information. Freddie?
New inventory has finally arrived. Just off the delivery truck, we have a 2022 gray Chevy Suburban with a 3-liter diesel engine, a 2022 black Chevy 2500 HD, and also a 2022 beautiful blue GMC 2500 Denali. We also have over a dozen more brand new 2500 HDs and Yukons coming in very soon. So if you're looking to purchase a 2022 vehicle, you've got to come on down to Richland Motors at 2601 West 2nd Street in Roswell and claim your vehicle while they last. Guys, you won't believe this, but I've got to go. We just got another truckload in.
There you have it. Come see these vehicles and more at Richland Motors, 2nd and Sycamore in Roswell. Or check out the entire new and pre-owned inventory online at rlchevrolet.com. Ride for the brand. We now return you to your regular scheduled programming.
It's a no-brainer why you should get CarShield. They make it easy and affordable to protect your car from expensive repairs. CarShield offers protection plans for around $100 a month and covers more parts than ever before. When you need a repair, you choose the mechanic, and CarShield's administrators handle the rest. No paperwork or headaches. CarShield's helped millions of drivers. That's why they're America's #1 car protection company. Get coverage today, and you'll lock in your price now, and it will never go up. That means as long as you own your car, no matter how old it is, you're protected from the rising cost of parts and repairs for your vehicle. So go to carshield.com/Levin, Levin, or call 800-391-8888 to save 10% on your plan and lock in your pricing forever. That's carshield.com/Levin, or call 800-391-8888 to save 10%. A deductible may apply.
Mark Levin
I don't know about you, but I am planning to scream and run.
is back on the Mark Levin Radio Show.
KSVP AM 990 and 93.7 FM.
A judge has ordered New York's Democrat-controlled legislature to quickly redraw the state's congressional legislative districts after finding they were unconstitutional. Now, you might recall Justice Kavanaugh and the other cowards that joined him on the U.S. Supreme Court said it was too late to get involved in Pennsylvania and North Carolina, where the Democrats have completely imposed a lopsided gerrymandering of those seats there, where the Supreme Court of Pennsylvania, which is so corrupt and so rogue, basically took a plan that would blow out Republicans left and right at the state assembly, state senate, and congressional level. North Carolina did the same thing. And, of course, it was just too much work for the U.S. Supreme Court to get involved. They're going to be very busy with transgendering and critical race theory when they get their new member on there. But a state trial judge in New York said, no, this is ridiculous. We had a judge in Maryland do the same thing. Said, no, this is not right. You have these heavy-duty Democrat state legislatures changing the makeup of these congressional districts. They wanted to blow out the one remaining Republican district in Maryland. There's one left. New York lost one seat, right? So they wanted to blow out 3 to 6 Republican members of the House from New York. Pennsylvania's redistricting is so bad it will turn the Republican legislature over to the Democrats. But the Supreme Court's way too busy to get involved in stuff like that. Way too busy. Judge Patrick McAllister of New York, again, we want to salute you, sir. Thank you. And he gave them till April 11th. Now, the best governor in the country, Ron DeSantis, 3 hours ago from Fox. Florida's Republican Governor Ron DeSantis addressed on Thursday the suggestion of repealing a 55-year-old state law that allows Disney to effectively govern itself on the grounds of Walt Disney World, following the company's public opposition to a controversial parental rights law in Florida. Why would they say that? Why would Andrew Miller, writing at Fox, call it controversial? It's only controversial because the Democrats, the radical left, want it to be controversial. What I would say as a matter of first principle is I don't support special privileges in law just because a company's powerful and they've been able to wield a lot of power, DeSantis said during a press conference in West Palm Beach. Disney has been engaged in a war of words with Republicans in Florida leading up to Monday's signing of the, again, controversial bill, which prohibits, just say the bill, which prohibits classroom instruction on sexual orientation and gender identity with children in third grade or younger, or in a manner that is not age appropriate or developmentally appropriate for students in accordance with state standards. Wow, what bigots! Wow! Unbelievable! DeSantis referenced a bill reining in big tech the Republicans were working through the legislature last year, with Disney added a carve-out at the 11th hour for the theme parks. I'm thinking to myself, this is ridiculous, DeSantis said. Honestly, it was embarrassing. I think what has happened is there's a lot of these special privileges that are not justifiable, but because Disney has held so much sway, they were able to sustain a lot of special treatment over the years. You're damn right, and enough is enough. Give Mickey an anal exam and take away all their special privileges. DeSantis said that Disney has lost a lot of the pull they used to have over the company's reaction to the parental rights law. I thought it was called the controversial parental rights law. And said he thinks that's a good thing for our state because the state should be governed by the best interests of the people. I would say any special privileges that are in law, I would like to get rid of generally. I think in this particular case with Disney, I just don't think you have very many people in the legislature anymore are going to be able to defend a lot of what has been done over many years to really have them almost govern themselves in some of these things. That was probably never appropriate to start with, but is certainly not appropriate now at this point. And his comments come after Florida State Rep Spencer Roach tweeted that he has met with legislators to discuss repealing the self-governing law in response to Disney's recent actions. Yeah, go get them. Republicans have got to learn to put on the brass knuckles like the Democrats do. And they're surrogates. Media Matters, Media, those. You've got to learn to fight back, to punch back. And this is the way to do it. This is the way you need to do it. And what a great state. What a great governor. I'm not kidding. This is why people are heading there. They say, I want to be free. It's funny, when people get to speak with their feet, they do move, if they can. If they can. No, you can't, for most of us, and don't want to, leave the country. So we have to push back. This Biden agenda, all across the board, is the most radical agenda in American history. Attacking the family, attacking parental rights, brainwashing children, open borders for anybody who wants to come into the country. Anybody. Attacking the court with a radical extremist activist. And on and on and on. I'll be right back. The war unleashed by Russia against Ukraine is the kind of chaos foreign identity thieves love. And an easy target? American homeowners. No, not your credit cards. That's small-time stuff. These hackers want our homes. Home Title Lock wants you to know the crime to worry about is home title theft. It's exploding in the United States, and no, you're not covered by homeowner insurance or common ID theft services. The problem is the title to our homes are kept online. An identity thief knows his big payday is as easy as forging your signature stating you sold your home to him. Now, he'll take out loan after loan against your home, and you won't know until the collection calls start or you get an eviction notice. How do you protect your home from title theft? By going to your county recorder's office and checking your home's title every day? Or register your address at HometitleLock.com to see if you're already a victim. This is how we protect our most valuable asset. Go to HometitleLock.com. That's HometitleLock.com.
KSVP AM 990 and 93.7 FM.
With SRN News, I'm Keith Peters in Washington. A judge has ordered New York's Democrat-controlled legislature to redraw the state's congressional and legislative districts after finding they were unconstitutional. Judge Patrick McAllister said in a Thursday ruling that maps redrawing the state's congressional districts were gerrymandered to benefit Democrats. McAllister, a state trial court judge, said those districts must be redrawn along with the legislative districts in a way that attracted at least some bipartisan support. The judge gave lawmakers until April 11th to try again. If their new maps fail to pass muster in the courts again, the judge said he would order the state to pay for a court-approved expert to redraw the maps. On Wall Street, the Dow down by 550 points. The Nasdaq dropped 221. The S&P 500 lower by 72. Oil down to $101.22 a barrel. This is SRN News.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore with your Pecos Valley weather. Dry weather and another warming trend in the forecast straight through the weekend. Some scattered clouds around for the overnight hours. Our low ranging from 40 to 45 degrees. We have wall-to-wall sunshine building in as you're heading out and about for Friday with highs close to 80 or just above. Moving up to the low 80s with some sunshine for Saturday and then some mid to upper 80s coming our way for Sunday with dry weather. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore.
With the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Jason Walker. President Biden Thursday ordering the release of 1 million barrels of oil per day from the nation's
Hey there, Bulldog fans. Joby Hodlin here with KSVP TV and KSVPradio.com, joined by Coach Crandall and Coach. You guys coming off a spring break, didn't have any games during the spring break, which are probably good for the girls, but you did get some practice in.
We did. So we're coming right off of the tournament that we had in Las Cruces, and then we went right into our tournament here in Artesia, and then spring break fell right after that, which was good. We practiced on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Had 3 good practices, gave them the rest of the weekend off. We don't play till this coming up Thursday, so good time to give them a little rest and let them have a little fun with their family and come back focused for the week of Carlsbad and Gallup, which is a big week for us. Carlsbad, obviously, for what it is, and then Gallup, I feel, is second best.
Free for calling today.
Call 800-715-9880. That's 800-715-9880.
Sponsored by Annuity General. Producers have the appropriate licenses for the products they offer. Increased income is possible using strategies suited to your goals and may require buying multiple annuities and holding them full term.
So when we brought him home, we didn't realize that Bear, the rescue dog, was actually sick. He had very flaky skin. He was dropping a lot of fur, and Levette wanted to do steroid injections, special dog food. Nothing seemed to work, so that was at a dead end.
DINOVITE.com.
I've been hearing Dinovite on the radio for years. It never actually crossed my mind to try it until it finally sunk in. Oh, you're talking about...
Welcome to Bulldog Basketball on KSVP AM and FM and at KSVPTV.com. Bulldog Basketball is presented by Artesia Animal Clinic, Artesia Credit Union, Artesia Family Health Center and Presbyterian Medical Services, Artesia Ford Sales, Artesia General Hospital, Artesia Plumbing and Heating, Kane Electric Supply, Castle Rentals, Catalyst Church, Central Valley Electric, Cisco Equipment, Crouch Plumbing, Deans Incorporated, Brandon Williams and Farm Bureau Insurance, Faith Baptist Church, Forest Tire of Artesia and Carlsbad, Frost Mortgage, Guy Chevrolet, H&R Block of Artesia, Hermosa Church of Christ, KFC of Artesia, Incredible Printing, J.S. Ward & Son Insurance Agency, J&J Home Care, La Fonda, New Hope Baptist Church, Pop's Diner, Smile Expressions, Sondy Stockton and State Farm of Artesia, Tate Branch of Artesia, TMJ Auto, and Western Bank. Now, on to the action.
Paul tells us in Galatians chapter 6 and verse 7, you will always harvest what you plant. There are paths we take in life that take us in certain directions, such as if you save $1 a day, you're sure to have savings accumulated. It's easy to want to think that if we only planted a few seeds, the harvest will be plentiful. But is that true? If I only planted a few seeds? See, the thing is this. I have to prepare. I have to be ready. I have to have a willingness to plant seeds. Not just the ones that I want to plant, but the ones that God wants me to plant. Are you planting seeds? Are you telling others about who God is, about who Jesus is, about how they work in your life daily? If you aren't, and you want to learn about how to do that, come visit us at the Hermosa Church of Christ, just north of Walmart. We meet on Sunday mornings for Bible class at 9 and worship for 10:10.
With the price of gas really high, you may be looking for a more economical car or truck. Well, look no further than Artesia Ford Sales. Artesia Ford Sales is known for their selection of Ford certified pre-owned vehicles. And right now, that reputation means Artesia Ford is able to have in stock a great selection of gas-sipping vehicles for you to consider. With certified pre-owned, you can rest assured your purchase is top quality and qualifies for a much lower interest rate than a typical used car. So save money on gas and save money on your monthly payment with a quality certified pre-owned car from Artesia Ford Sales.
This is John.
Hey, my name is John Jackson.
He's not some actor. He's a steward of the land with a John Deere 3 Series tractor and a PTO Quick Connect that hooks up rear implements with a single click. John runs with us because to him, there's nothing more important than connecting with the land. Nothing runs like a Deere. Hear John's story at Deere.com.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
Dean's Inc. of Artesia provides a superior choice for all your electrification, communication, and supply needs with a vision to be the premier industrial electrical service provider in New Mexico and West Texas, providing unparalleled quality in supplies and service with highly skilled and conscious personnel. We pledge to our customers to exhibit the utmost in integrity and reputation while providing superior quality in all we do. Dean's Inc., located at 409 Commerce Road or online at deansinc.com.
Hey there, Bulldog fans. Joby Hodling here with KSVP TV and KSVPradio.com, joined by Coach Crandall. And Coach, you guys coming off a spring break, didn't have any games during the spring break, which was probably good for the girls, but you did get some practice in.
We did. So we're coming right off of the tournament that we had in Las Cruces, and then we went right into our tournament here in Artesia, and then spring break fell right after that, which was good. We practiced on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Had 3 good practices, gave them the rest of the weekend off. We don't play till this coming up Thursday, so good time to give them a little rest and let them have a little fun with their family and come back focused for the week of Carlsbad and Gallup, which is a big week for us. Carlsbad, obviously, for what it is, and then Gallup, I feel, is second best team in the state.
Okay, so let's talk about that. This week you've got Carlsbad coming here to Artesia for your away at home and away. You just play them one time there and then one time here. Carlsbad always formidable. Talk about them a little bit.
Carlsbad's very good every year. Like right now they're undefeated. They just won the Karen or Christy Gallego tournament in Albuquerque. Had some good teams there. So again, they're got some great pitching. Play really good defense. They got a couple of really good hitters. So, it's always a good team. It's good for us. It's really close. You want to play the best competition you can, and not having to travel very far is even better. So, again, that's a blessing for us to get to play them being as good as they are. So,
right.
Helps us.
Right. And then Saturday, you've got a doubleheader in the afternoon and coming all the way up down from Gallup. And talk about the Gallup Bengals a little bit.
Gallup's got a great pitcher. Fundamentally, they play the game really, really well. They're going to not make very many mistakes. They're going to put the ball in play where they need to and how they want to, run the bases well. I said that pitcher, S.J. Haynes, she's just a sophomore, but, man, I'm telling you, you won't see too many kids spin the ball like that kid does and put it where she wants. She's change speeds. That kid's really, really good.
All right, Coach. Well, and Bulldog fans, you want to make sure you come out here to the Mack Chase Complex. We've got the single game Thursday at 6. Is it 5:30?
I would say it's at 6.
I believe it is at 6. And then Saturday afternoon after lunch, a doubleheader against a very talented Gallup team. So make sure you come out here and support the young ladies and their coaches. If you cannot make it, we will be carrying all 3 of these games right here on KSVP Radio and on KSVPTV.com. Coach, good luck this week, and go Bulldogs.
Thank you.
Important to know local folks you can trust. People who'll be there for you when you need it most. Cisco Equipment in Artesia, serving southeast New Mexico since 1978 and new locations throughout Texas, is the leader in equipment rentals, sales, and service. Whether it's an excavator, backhoe, or wheel loader for the pipeline, or a reach fork or man lift for the construction site, Cisco Equipment has the dirt and aerial equipment to get the job done. Call the team at Cisco Equipment today, 748-1314, serving all of southeast New Mexico and throughout Texas.
When I was young, I thought I had forever to prepare for retirement. But as the years went by, retirement got closer and closer. And, well, I wish I'd have started saving 10 years earlier.
How you spend your retirement depends on what you do now while you're still working. We've helped a lot of area seniors prepare for retirement. Stop in and see us about saving for yours. Western Bank of Artesia. We're big on you. Member FDIC.
When it comes to your tires, don't take any shortcuts. Trust Forest Tire. They've been keeping you rolling for 78 years. Forest Tire knows tires, and they know that being there is what matters most. That's why Michelin packs more innovation inside its tires to maximize performance without sacrificing capabilities, so you can continue to go the extra mile to be there for the ones who matter most, delivering service that exceeds your expectations. Forest Tire, keeping you rolling since 1944.
Even if you swing the golf club like an arthritic giant gorilla, you'll look good on the course in professional polos, shirts, and hats embroidered by Business Notions. Even add your company logo to golf balls. So don't look like a gorilla. Call Business Notions at 625-2840. Professional embroidery and screen printing, perfect for your next event and sports teams. Business Notions. Our business is making your business look good. 625-2840.
Holy guacamole! The best guacamole in the Pecos Valley is at La Fonda Restaurant in Artesia. Holy guacamole! Everything is coming in fresh by the truckload. Avocados, green chilies, jalapenos, tomatoes, and onions. The makings of our signature salsa, golden fried chili rellenos, and of course our guacamole. Holy guacamole, what are you waiting for? La Fonda Restaurant, 210 West Main in Artesia, with plenty of parking off Highway 285. Holy guacamole!
The third baseman is number 22, Jonna Aragon, and she's batting in the 5-hole. Batting sixth is the pitcher, number 11, Haven Schoolcraft. The first baseman is number 17, Maddie Flacco, and she's batting seventh. Batting 8th is number 25, Kirsten Cavada, and she is playing out in right field. And the left fielder is number 20, Brooke Rittner, and she is rounding out the batting order for the Carlsbad Cave Girls. For the Artesia Bulldogs, defensively, we have out in left field Jenna Whitmire, center field is Kenna Morrison, and the right fielder is Zoe Warren for the Bulldogs. The infield, KJ Ray at third, Caden Apodaca at first, McKaylee Morion at second base, and the shortstop, Kinsey Carlo for the Bulldogs. The catcher is Perseus Aguilar, and the pitcher today is Riley Crandall. The Artesia Bulldogs coming into this ball game, and I didn't write it down. I know they've got, I'm going to tell you momentarily. Carlsbad, I think, ranked first in 5A, and again, they're undefeated, 13-0, and we've already played them one time in Carlsbad, and we're beaten by the Cave Girls. They are the number 1 ranked team in 5A. The Artesia Lady Bulldogs coming into the ball game 7-2 on the season, so having played substantially less games, but against a very good team here in the Carlsbad Cave Girls, and so that's how you get better, as you play the best, and that's what the Artesia Bulldogs are known to do, play up as much as we can, and the Carlsbad Cave Girls, I should say, are up a class and a very good team, as they are year in and year out. And of course, we are too, the Artesia Lady Bulldogs, and no different this year. So as the PA continues announcing, we're about to take a quick break, and actually we'll probably keep it right here, won't take a break, as we're going to have the national anthem, and then we'll get this game going. The JV game in front of it went a little longer, and then we had some issues up in the press box for the trying to get the press box stuff going. We finally got that going, and so now the teams have been announced. We're going to have the national anthem, so stay with us and stand, sing along, and we'll be right back for the game.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, their bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Okay, we're back after that great rendition of the national anthem, the Artesia Lady Bulldogs. If you're watching on the radio, they're wearing their solid black unis with white numbers outlined in orange. And they've got the long pants, or the pants up with the stirrup socks, and I love that look on baseball and softball teams. Carlsbad Cave Girls wearing silver pants with blue tops, Carlsbad Cave Men blue, Carlsbad Cave Girl blue. White numbers, and they've also got the long socks, except for theirs are solid and not stirrup socks. So again, for the Artesia Lady Bulldogs, Jenna Whitmire out in left field, Zoe Warren in right, and Kenna Morrison in center field. The catcher, Perseus Aguilar, and she's, of course, catching the All-State pitcher, Riley Crandall. And the rest of the infield has McKaylee Morion at second, Kinsey Carlo at shortstop. Third base is KJ Ray, and the first baseman is Caden Apodaca for the Artesia Bulldogs. So right now they're warming up. getting ready to go and get this game started here. The sun almost down, got a slight breeze, not too hard, kind of coming out of the east and south, which is an unusual wind here in the spring, but that's where it's coming from. So game time is now as the ball is thrown down to second base and they throw it around. They meet in the circle, do the infield. The outfield meets out in the bulldog in the center field. Everybody high-fiving, and we're ready to go. So it'll be leading off for the Cave girls will be number 2. She's the center fielder, and she's batting from the left side to face Riley Crandall to start things off. Riley gets her pitch, and she's ready to go. Here's the wind and the pitch. Just missed, ball 1. On deck for the Cave girls is the catcher, number 3, Aislinn Witzel, and the second baseman, number 8, Hannah Martinez, is in the hole here. As, again, Crandall gets her pitch. Persea sets up right in the middle, then goes to the inside a little bit. That pitch high and tight for ball 2 to the lefty, Faith Aragon. Bulldogs playing pretty much straight away, although the center fielder, Morrison, is shaded over to the left field side. There's a swing and a foul tip right back into the net for strike 1. So anticipating that the ball will be hit to the opposite field by the lefty. Shaded that direction. Whitmire not exactly over on the line, but she's shaded that direction to the left side. Here's the 2-1. It's going to be a little flare right at the second baseman. McKaylee Morion will catch that little line drive. That's more of a flare drive for out number 1. And that'll bring to the plate number 3, Aislinn Wetzel. She is the catcher here in tonight's ball game for the Carlsbad Cave girls. And she steps in on the right side. Nobody left on base. We're going to take a break. Bottom half coming up.
Incredible Printing is begging you, please don't vote for Michelle Lujan Grisham. We're already last in everything. Don't vote for Michelle Lujan Grisham, please. This announcement paid for by Incredible Printing.
I'm Georgia Haynes, and I approve this message.
NMSU Carlsbad offers a variety of associate degrees and certificates to help you pursue your educational goals. You'll find high-quality, affordable associate programs like business and nursing, certificate programs like natural gas compression, welding, and industrial maintenance that are offered to serve our community needs. Log on to carlsbad.nmsu.edu to explore classes of interest to you. NMSU Carlsbad. Start here, go anywhere.
Incredible Printing is begging you, please don't vote for Michelle Lujan Grisham. We're already last in everything. Don't vote for Michelle Lujan Grisham, please. This announcement paid for by Incredible Printing.
I'm Georgia Haynes, and I approve this message.
All right, welcome back here to the Mack Chase Complex. The Artesia Lady Bulldogs going into their half of the first inning as they get a fly-out strikeout. Number 1, 2, and 3 batters go down in order in the top half of the inning for the Carlsbad Cave Girls. And now the Cave Girl pitcher Haven Schoolcraft throws her final warm-up. And Witzel fires it down. They're going to do their toss around and talk about it in the circle, and that's going to bring to the plate for the Artesia Lady Bulldogs, the leadoff batter, senior, number 13, and pitcher, Riley Crandall. Riley will, of course, step in on the left side, bats from the left side. I'd opened that a little bit, and then I thought, well, I better shut it. All right, so Schoolcraft looking into her catcher, Witzel, and Crandall in the box, ready to go on the left side. And the pitch, low and away, ball 1. On deck for the Bulldogs is the center fielder, number 2, Kenna Morrison, and in the hole, number 24, Caden Apodaca, playing first base tonight for the Bulldogs. I'll give you the defense set up right after this pitch as Schoolcraft is ready to go. That misses down and away, ball 2. Brooke Rittner out in left, Kirsten Cavada in right, and Faith Aragon in center field. Again, Aislinn Witzel, the catcher, and Haven Schoolcraft, the pitcher, and I'll give you the infielders after this 2-0, low and away, ball 3. Looks like they're purposely staying away from her, and I don't necessarily blame them, as Crandall can hit. Jonna Aragon at third, Grace Aragon at short, Anna Martinez at second, and Maddie Flacco at first. That rounds out the defense. Here's the 3-0. Strike 1 called right on the outside third of the plate, so looked like Riley probably taken all the way there. 3-1, hitters count now. She challenges her again. I'm thinking she'll be going with the swing. Here's the pitch. And that is called strike 2. Curveball looked like. And she did not swing at it. So it wasn't the pitch she wanted to hit. Full count now to Crandall as Schoolcraft is giving some signals to the catcher, telling her what she's going to throw, I think. Here's the wind in the pitch, and that's way outside. So the leadoff walk for Crandall is the first base runner here in the ball game. She'll stand at first base. And coming to the plate is number 2, the center fielder, Kenna Morrison, batting from the right side. She's in the back of the box. Let's see where Witzel sets up right in the middle. Here's the pitch from Schoolcraft. High and away, ball 1. On deck for the Bulldogs is first baseman Caden Apodaca, and in the hole, third baseman KJ Ray. Schoolcraft ready, and the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Down in the zone, Ken went after it, unable to get a piece of it, so 1-1 the count. As she is once again ready to go, and getting her signal is Schoolcraft. Here comes the pitch. Starts to lay down the bunt, a throw down, and almost hits the base runner down there. As Crandall was going back, the catcher throws down there, and so that was called a strike. I don't know if she didn't get her bat back or if it was just a strike. 1-2 now the count to Morrison. The pitch, swing and a miss. She got her swinging, and that is out number 1 on the strikeout.
Next to bat for the Lady Dogs, number 24, first baseman Caden Apodaca.
So that's going to bring the first baseman Caden Apodaca to the plate. Batting from the right side, runner down at first base. Riley Crandall. She drew the opening walk and the opening base runner for either team. Here's the pitch from Schoolcraft. Swing and a miss for strike 1 on Apodaca. In the hole is the number 4 batter for the Bulldogs, KJ Ray. I'm sorry, she's on deck. And in the hole, the right fielder, Zoe Warren for the Lady Bulldogs. Schoolcraft once again ready, and the pitch. That's outside, ball one. Artesia 7-2 on the season. The Carlsbad Cave Girls 13-0. Both of these teams, two of the top teams in the state, regardless of class. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike two. So the count now 1-2 on Apodaca with one out. She's positioned kind of in the back of the box as well. Here's the pitch. Did not chase that one. High and away for ball two. 2-2 now to Caden. She'll get back in the box, get ready to go. Schoolcraft waiting for her pitch from Witzel. She gets that. And right down the middle is where she's set, and it's going to be foul tip. Just missing that pitch as she fouled it straight back into the net. Schoolcraft put it right down the middle where the catcher wanted it, and good cut there, just missing it for Apodaca. So the count remains 2-2 as she steps back in. Carlsbad playing pretty much straight away and pretty deep, deeper than we were playing substantially. Here's the pitch. Swung on, that's going to be a base. Well, can she get to it? She does. Good job there by the left fielder, Brooke Rittner, as the ball had just enough legs on it, and she charged in hard enough that she caught it on the run because she was playing out near the fence. But the fly out to the left fielder is out number 2, and that brings us to our number 4 hitter, number 7, KJ Ray. KJ playing third base for the Bulldogs. Here's the first pitch she'll see, just high for ball one. Definitely got some speed on her pitches, does Schoolcraft. Good crowd here, as always. Good Carlsbad contingency, and of course the Bulldog fans here in numbers. Here's the 1-0, missing away, ball two. On deck is the right fielder, number 8, Zoe Warren, and in the hole, our catcher, Perseus Aguilar. Perseus wearing number 15 on her black jersey. Bulldogs trying to draw first blood here with the runner down at first base. Get a 2-out rally going. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled back to the net for strike one. 2-1 now to KJ Ray. Left fielder and right fielder playing real deep. Center fielder playing more normal depth. Here's the swing pitch. That is high for ball 3. So 3-1 the count to Ray with Warren over in the on-deck circle. Aguilar waiting in the hole. And Schoolcraft ready to go. Here's the pitch. High, ball 4. So 2 walks here in the inning. Put runners at first and second. And the number 5 hitter in the lineup, Zoe Warren, coming to the plate. Bats from the right side. 2 down. As Warren steps in the back of the box on the right side. And Schoolcraft ready to go. Here's the wind in the first pitch. Caught the outside corner on the front edge for a called strike one. Catcher Perseus Aguilar on deck, and Kinsey Carlo, the shortstop, in the hole as the Bulldogs with 2 outs trying to get that run across. Got one in scoring position now. There's Riley Crandall down at second base. That pitch caught the same exact place, called strike 2. Caught the front edge of the outside corner. So 0-2 the count with 2 outs. And Warren will be protecting here. She steps back in. Schoolcraft ready to go. The pitch, too far outside that time. Good eye there because there was just 2 that were very similar to that before, but that one was outside for ball 1. So 1-2 now the count to Warren. Base hit here, should score. Get the first run on the board. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss, and that will end the threat. That is out number 3 on the strikeout. So the Bulldogs get no hits. There were no runs, there was no errors, but there were 2 left on base, both drawing a walk. So we've played 1 full here at the Mack Chase Complex, and the score is 0-0. We'll be back after this timeout.
That is B. Taylor Valve Services. They'll keep you floating.
ENMU Roswell offers high school students the opportunity to get a head start on their college education journey into healthcare. Through the Allied Health Careers Pathway, high school learners can enroll in dual credit courses that introduce them to a wide range of careers that include emergency medical technician, paramedic, nursing, occupational therapy, respiratory therapy, medical assisting, phlebotomy, and nursing assistant. Start your healthcare career path at ENMU Roswell. Contact your high school counselor for more information.
To plant or not to plant? That is the question. Hi, this is Jim Gill from Roswell Seed Company. Our tomato plants and pepper plants are ready to go. If you plant them now, you might have homegrown tomatoes and peppers before anyone else, or a frost might kill them. As Clint Eastwood would say, do you feel lucky? You'll either be the smartest gardener in the county, or you'll get to replant them all over again. I say go for it. You'll get more practice and we'll get more business. This is Jim Gill from Roswell Seed Company, and I apologize to William Shakespeare.
Artesia with the throw down. Bulldogs ready to go here defensively in the top of the second. Our score 0-0 if you're just joining us. Carlsbad Cave Girls here visiting the Artesia Lady Bulldogs. And stepping in will be the number 4 hitter in the lineup for the Carlsbad Cave Girls, the shortstop, number 5, Grace Aragon. Bats from the right side. They're playing up on the corners, maybe looking for that bunt. As both Apodaca and Ray up. Here's the pitch. Going to swing and miss for strike one. On deck is number 22, Jonna Aragon, the third baseman. And the pitcher, Haven Schoolcraft, is in the hole for the Cave Girls. Again, way up is Apodaca and Ray on the corners. And that pitch just missed, I guess, a little high for ball one. Maybe high and maybe a little inside. 1-1 to count. Whitmire, Morrison, and Warren from left to right for the Bulldogs. Aguilar behind the plate. Crandall pitching, and get the infielders here in just a moment. Here's the 1-1. Swung on, fouled back into the net for strike two. Ray, Carlo, Morion, and Apodaca from third to first. And that's your Bulldog defense. As the count now 1-2 to the first batter leading off here in the top of the second. Grace Aragon, the shortstop. She is the cleanup batter for Carlsbad. Aguilar sets up on the outside. The pitch is high, so the count goes to 2-2. Crandall taking a look over to the dugout to get her pitch. Artesia sets up a little on the inside, high, but swung through for strike three. It was up in the zone, and she cut at it. And that is out number one. Second strikeout issued by Crandall here in the ballgame. And that is out number one here in the top of the second inning, which will bring the third baseman, number 22, Jonna Aragon, to the plate. She's right up on the white line from the right side, and then she opens up her stance. Back in the back of the box, Aguilar sets up on the inner third. That's where she puts it. Little pop fly foul. Almost fell in the hole. That would have been pretty cool. On the net, and it's going to roll off of the back. Nope, it's going to stay on. And for you fans out there that don't know what I'm saying, there's a net over the crowd to keep the foul balls from falling down on them. And it almost went through the hole that you go retrieve those things. All right, so here's the 0-1. Pitch swung on. That's hit well out to left field. That's going to be back. Oh, just over the outstretched arms of Whitmire, and it's a ground rule double as it bounced over. So Jenna turned and ran, got a glove up, and it just went over her outstretched glove. And so the ground rule double puts a Carlsbad Cave Girl in scoring position here in the top of the second with one out. And that's the first hit of the ball game for either team. As we bring the pitcher to the plate, Carlsbad's number 11, Haven Schoolcraft, steps in on the right side. Same thing, a very open stance. Here's the pitch, swung on, fouled into the net for strike one. Maddie Flacco, the first baseman on deck, and Kirsten Cavada, the right fielder, in the hole for the Cave Girls. As Crandall gets her pitch. And ready to go here. Good changeup, and I don't know where that missed. Bulldog fans, I guess a little low. 1-1 to count. I think it was a changeup, Coach. Change of speed. So 1-1 to count. You can hear those. I guess that's Carlsbad, and as Aguilar sets up on the outside, swinging a chopper down, straight down and back for strike 2, foul ball. You can hear the chanting coming out of the Carlsbad dugout. So the pitcher for Carlsbad, Haven Schoolcraft, steps back into the box. She's up in the front of the box with an open stance. Haven Schoolcraft, 1-2 the count. Aguilar will set up on that outside corner. Here's the pitch. She hits the spot, I guess a little bit too far out. 2-2 now the count. All right, so 2-2. And Schoolcraft ready to go. Crandall gets her pitch. Aguilar again on the outside corner. She puts it there, and that's strike 3 on the changeup. Great pitch as it just froze her. That is out, number 2. Second strikeout of the inning, third of the ball game for Riley. And that'll bring to the plate the first baseman, number 17, Maddie Flacco, for her first time through to see Riley Crandall. Steps in on the right side. Crandall getting her pitch from the dugout. See where Perseus sets up. She's going to set up on the inner third. That's where she goes. It's a foul ball right over to the Bulldog dugout on the right side for strike 1. Number 8 hitter in the lineup, the right fielder Kirsten Cavada on deck. She wears number 25. And number 20, Brooke Rittner, the left fielder, made a good catch out there in the first inning, is the number 9 hitter. She's in the hole. Aguilar sits up on that outer corner. He's going to try to bunt, and that pitch, I guess, just missed. That was very close to what he was calling strikes earlier, but just missed outside. So 1-1 now the count. Playing up on the corners for the Bulldogs is Ray and Apodaca looking for that bunt. Here's the pitch. Going to try to bunt it. Strike called. She pulled her bunt back. So 1-2 the count now. So it was a called strike, not a bunt swing strike. 2 down, runner at second base after that ground rule double with 1 out. Aguilar setting up on that outer corner, and the pitch is right there, but low for ball 2. So 2-2 now the count, and that smells delicious. Got a, what is that thing? I didn't say who. I didn't say who's eating. I just know it's not me. Here's the pitch. High, ball 3. Full count. All right, so Maddie Flacco steps back in, the first baseman. She's got a full count with 2 outs. Runner down at second base. Aguilar sets up on the outer third. Pitch, and that's where it was at, and that's called strike 3. Hit the spot. And so ground rule double, there was 1 hit, but no runs, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. So we have played 1.5. Bottom half of the second inning coming up for the Lady Bulldogs. The score remains 0-0. We're going to hear from our sponsors, and we'll be back. Bottom of the second coming up.
Hello, Martin here from Frost Mortgage. I want to tell you about something really, really awesome. It's my Zero for Hero program. Are you a veteran, current military? Do you work in the medical field, the police department, fire department, or are you in the school system? If you are, then we need to talk. My Zero for Hero program can assist you with either your closing cost or your interest rate. So call me at 575-749-6278 and let's discuss your options.
Frost Mortgage is a division of Primary Residential Mortgage Incorporated and is an equal housing lender. NMLS number 3094.
Eastern New Mexico University is open for visitors to come to visit our campus. Come be our guest for a guided tour of one of the best small-town college atmospheres in the Southwest. Take a look at all ENMU has to offer, including the best residence halls in New Mexico as recognized by Niche.com. Sign up today for your personal tour of ENMU and our beautiful campus by visiting enmu.edu/visit. Explore, experience, excel. Eastern New Mexico University.
All right, welcome back here to the Mack Chase Complex. The Artesia Lady Bulldogs all tied up here as we go into the bottom half of the second inning, playing the number 1 in 5A, 13-0, Carlsbad Cave Girls. And coming to the plate for the Bulldogs will be the catcher, Perseus Aguilar. Perseus batting in the number 6 position here for the Bulldogs. Here's the first pitch. You'll see called strike 1 on the outer, well, really just on the outside half of the plate, outside third of the plate. 0-1 the count to Perseus. Kinsey Carlo on deck, the shortstop, and the second baseman, Michaeli Morion, in the hole for the Bulldogs. Here's the pitch. Strike 2 called, so she looked at 2. 0-2 quickly here to Perseus. And she tries to lead things off here with a hit or a walk. Either way, get on the base paths. Steps back in, 0-2 the count. Witzel sets up right in the middle. It's going to be a chopper right back to the pitcher, and she will fire it over. 1-3 to put out. And that is out number 1 here. And that'll bring number 12, the shortstop, Kinsey Carlo, to the plate. First time through for Kinsey. She'll face the pitcher, Haven Schoolcraft. Out in left field, Brooke Rittner. In right is Kirsten Cavada. In center, Faith Aragon. Third baseman is Jonna Aragon. Shortstop is Grace Aragon. Second baseman is Hannah Martinez. And the first baseman, Maddie Flacco. Here's the pitch. That's inside and low for ball 1 to Carlo. The catcher is Aislinn Witzel, and the pitcher, Haven Schoolcraft, for the Carlsbad Cave Girls. So 1-0 the count to Carlo, the shortstop for the Bulldogs. Here's the pitch. Misses away, ball 2. Carlsbad playing deep and straight away. Infield playing pretty much straight away as well. Although the middle infield kind of cheating to the, that's ball 3 with high. So 3-0 the count. They're kind of squeezing the line, so there's a big wide open in the middle of the field. The second baseman is shaded towards first, and the shortstop is shaded towards third with the corners guarding the lines. Here's the 3-0. That's outside. That's ball 4 on 4 straight. So the third walk issued by Schoolcraft here in the ballgame puts a runner at first base here with 1 out in the bottom of the second, and that'll bring number 11, second baseman Michaeli Morion, to the plate. She also bats from the right side as she looks at her wristband to get the signal from the coach who gave it to her, and she looks at their wristbands. She's in the kind of in the middle with an open stance, middle of the box with an open stance. Jenna Whitmire on deck. That pitch is high for ball 1. Whitmire batting in the 9 position, playing out in left field, so that means Riley Crandall is in the hole, the leadoff batter for the Bulldogs, and she, her first time through, walked. Of course, Michaeli at the plate and Jenna have not. Michaeli's now seen a pitch. Jenna hasn't seen the pitcher yet today. Here's the wind and the pitch, swing and a miss. Got her to chase one down for strike 1, so 1-1 now the count to Morion. Kaylee steps back in. She kind of moved up in the box. Still has that somewhat open stance. Here's the pitch. Strike 2 called on the outside corner. So 1-2 now the count. I like the way the umpire tells everybody. He makes sure you can see his signs. We're in Hobbs Tuesday night, and those umpires would do that right in front of their face. You couldn't see them. They'd go like this. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss. And Morion will go down swinging for out number 2. That is the third strikeout issued by Haven Schoolcraft. And that'll bring the left fielder, number 14, Jenna Whitmire, to the plate. Jenna batting from the right side. She's in the back of the box. She steps in with a runner down at first base and 2 outs. And again, the Bulldogs are going to try to get a 2-out rally going here. Here's the first pitch. Strike 1 called. Outside half of the plate. 0-1 the count to Whitmire. On deck is Crandall, and in the hole Morrison for the Bulldogs. 0-0. We're in the bottom of the second. Still a little sunshine out there, but it's going down as that ball misses up and away for ball 1. So still some light, but we got the lights on here at the ballpark. Beautiful evening in Artesia. 1-1 the count to Jenna Whitmire. She steps back in. And Schoolcraft ready to go. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Whitmire took a big cut at that low and away pitch. 1-2 now. The count to Jonna. And she steps back in. And Haven Schoolcraft ready to go. The pitcher. Witzel sets up on the outside. She hits that spot, swing and a miss, and that is strike 3. She strikes out the side as the Bulldogs get no hits, no runs, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. So after 2 full innings, the score remains 0-0. We're going to take a break, and we come back. Top of the 3rd, it'll be Carlsbad batting, and they will have their 8, 9, and 1 batters. Kirsten Cavada, Brooke Rittner, and then back to the top of the order, Faith Aragon in that order. We'll be right back.
Hey everyone, Big Nate here. Come see me this weekend at the Yucca Blossom Spring Into Action Trade Show. I'll be at the Eddy County Fairgrounds, 9 a.m. to noon on Saturday and 11 to 2 on Sunday. Come check out the 100 vendors spread across 3 buildings. The Runyon Ranch Petting Zoo, why, even the Easter Bunny will be there. So come see me, Big Nate, at the Yucca Blossom Spring Into Action Show this weekend in Artesia on 92.9 The Brand.
Hey Artesia, Cambria here from your local Artesia KFC Taco Bell. Feed the whole fam with our amazing new deal, our 10-piece leg and thigh feast for only $31.99. It includes 2 mashed potatoes and gravy, slaw, and 5 buttermilk biscuits. All this amazing food for only $31.99. You've got to try it. You can also add on either 4 crispy tenders or a chocolate or lemon cake for only $5.55 more. We hope to see you soon at your local Artesia KFC Taco Bell in Artesia.
Ready to go here, top of the 3rd inning, and coming to the bat will be, for the Carlsbad Cavemen, will be the right fielder, Kirsten Cavada. She wears number 25 on her blue jersey, batting from the left side. And to see Riley Crandall for the first time this evening, here's the pitch. She tries to put down a bunt, called strike 1. She was doing that running bunt effort. Did not get the pat on the ball. It was a strike called. I think she pulled her bat back. KJ Ray really charging there, as was Apodaca, Caden Apodaca from first base. Again on the outside corner. She's going to bunt it up into the air and into the net for strike 2. As Perseus Aguilar was setting up on the outside corner to the lefty. Jenna Whitmire in left, Zoe Warren in right, and Kenna Morrison in center field. Kenzie Carlo and McKaylee Morion short and second respectively. And then the aforementioned KJ Ray at third and Caden Apodaca at first as they're charging up. Perseus Aguilar setting on that outer third. She's going to swing, and that's going to be fouled on the left side for a foul ball strike. The count remains 0-2 as Whitmire goes and chases that down in the corner. So 0-2 the count. Kirsten Cavada will step back in on the left side. Brooke Rittner, the left fielder, and number 9 hitter in the Carlsbad lineup, is waiting over in the on-deck circle. She also batting from the left side. Here's the pitch, and a check swing, foul. That was almost get out of the way swing. It was high and tight, and she got the bat on it, went foul. So 4 pitches, 4 strikes, 2 of which have been foul balls. The last 2. So the count 0-2. Crandall ready to go. Perseus setting up on that inner third. Here's the pitch. Held her swing up. It actually was low and away for ball 1. So I don't know if they had their pitch crossed up or she just missed down and away. Perseus had set up on inside, which is she's there again. Let's see if she moves. Crandall getting her pitch now. Timeout called by the batter. Cavada steps out. 0-0. Quick moving game here. As both pitchers fairly dominant. Perseus sets up on the outer third, and there's a swing. I don't know if he called her check swing or not, but he rings her up. That is strikeout number 4 for Riley Crandall, and out number 1 here in the inning. And that's going to bring the left fielder, Brooke Rittner, to the plate. She wears number 20 on her blue jersey, and again, she's batting from the left side. Top of the order, Faith Aragon on deck, and the catcher, number 2 in the batting order, Aislinn Witzel in the hole. Here's the pitch. Check swing, almost hits Aragon over in the on-deck circle on the left side. Down the third base side for strike one on the foul ball for Rittner. KJ Ray really hugging that line and playing up over on third. And Whitmire shaded to the third, to the line as well. There's strike two called. Started that running swing, but didn't swing, but it was a strike on the outside corner. So quickly down here, 0-2 is Rittner to Crandall. Tough spot to be in against this pitcher. She's got so many dominant pitches, and she does not swing at that one. Low for ball one. 1-2 now the count. Crandall gets her pitch ready to go. 1-2, and it's a chop to the left side foul as she just got the end of her bat out there on the kind of a check swing. So 1-2 the count remains with 2 outs. Perseus and Crandall both get the pitch. Perseus sets up on the outer third. That's where the pitch was, but low. So 2-2. Now the count to Rittner. I think, is there only 1 out in this right now? That's what I've got. There's 2. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be strike 3, and that's the second out. All right, so another K and the second out here, and that'll bring us to the top of the order. Faith Aragon, the center fielder, wears number 2. Will step in on the left side to face Crandall for the second time. She flew out her first time at the plate. And Crandall ready to go here. First pitch called, strike 1 on the outside corner to the left-handed batter. So 0-1 the count to Faith Aragon. On deck is the catcher, Aislinn Witzel. And in the hole, second baseman, Hannah Martinez for Carlsbad as they try to get a 2-out rally going. Aguilar sits up right down the middle. That's where it is, and a swing and a miss for strike 2. So working very efficiently here is the pitcher, Riley Crandall, which he is known to do. She's had all 3 batters 0-2, and then eventually got the first 2 to strike out, and now has a chance here for the third strikeout in the innings. That pitch misses down and away for ball 1, and Aragon did not chase. She tried to get her to chase something out of the zone, but she didn't give in. So now count goes to 1-2. Top of the third and 0-0 in a pitcher's duel so far. Aguilar on the outer third. She does put it there, but again low. Low and away for ball 2. 2-2 now the count. Aragon back in. Really open stance on that left side. And the pitch coming from Crandall, 2-2 count. High and tight for ball 3. So after going down 0-2, Crandall trying to get her to chase something. She has not given in to that, so the count now full as Crandall takes a look into the dugout to get her pitch. Perseus Aguilar, the catcher, will set up on the outer third. That's where it's at. It's a chopper down the line. 1 hop, and it's going to be caught. And good throw. Nice. Whoa! He called her. He said she pulled off. They need to get help. I think coach is going to come out and ask for it, because she did not pull off the bag, or at least I didn't see it that way. Well, and I'm not the umpire, so it doesn't matter what I see. They're going to talk about it. Coach Polito comes out and asks for help from the home plate umpire. Looked like a fantastic play there for the third out by KJ Ray. She came up. She was already charging. And there, he's going to stay with it, say she pulled off. All right, so that's going to be, I don't know what you call that. I don't think it's an error. I don't know. I guess you call it an error? Pulled off? I mean, you don't call it a hit, do you? I'm asking the press box just so y'all know. That's almost got to be. How could you call that a hit? So I guess an error, but so E3 I'm asking the press box fans if you're wondering what I'm doing, talking out loud to myself. So even though I saw it as an out, we're going to call that not a hit. Here's the pitch. Strike one called to the number 2 batter, Aislinn Witzel. She is the catcher, and she flew out her first time back in the top of the first. So with 2 outs here in the top of the third, she steps back in with an 0-1 count. And the runner down at first base is Faith Aragon after reaching on that called pull of the foot by the first baseman, Apodaca. Ball high. 1-1 now the count. On deck is Hannah Martinez, the second baseman. And in the hole, the cleanup batter, number 6. Shortstop, number 5, Faith Aragon. So right in the meat of the Carlsbad order here in the top of the third inning. 2-3-4 is what we've got here. Pitch, runner is running. It's going to be a little number to the first baseman. She's going to toss it, and not in time. Look up, look up, look up, come home, and it's, oh no. So an error on the Bulldogs, and they're running all the way around to third base, and coach calling timeout. Oh, they called her out somewhere. So no run scored. Right? No run scored? So I need to know what the call was. He called her out at first. Okay. Okay, so the play was out at first base. Okay. They're still talking about it, so before I go to the commercial, I'm going to stay right here. So McKaylee had fallen down right as she was catching the ball. The umpire called her out. But the home plate umpire and the umpire in the field now talking about it as the Carlsbad coach had come out and asked for some assistance, as did Coach Polito on the play prior. Okay, and so they're going to keep it out. So that is out. So it'll be 3-4 for the put out at first base. And so no runs off of no hits. There was one Bulldog error because they said that the first baseman pulled her foot. And there was one runner left on the bases. 0-0 is where our score remains. Bottom of the third, coming back here on KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com, where the Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs come to play. We'll be back.
It's Chevy Truck Month at Guy Chevrolet Company in Artesia. Right now, take advantage of 0% APR for 48 months, plus a $1,000 accessory allowance when you purchase eligible GM accessories. We invite you to come see us today for a quick, hassle-free buying experience and drive home your new Chevy, Buick, or GMC, or one of our hand-picked pre-owned vehicles. Visit GuyChevy.com or come see us now at Guy Chevrolet Company on the corner of 1st and Main in Artesia.
On approved credit, must finance with GM Financial. Offer ends April 2nd, 2022. Here are some helpful tips to get you and your teeth through the winter months from Smile Expressions in Artesia. Brush your teeth twice a day. Brushing not only protects your teeth, but also protects the gums from catching infections. Use the right toothpaste. The cold winter air as well as sinus pressure can cause sensitivity. Floss daily. Flossing protects your mouth from developing plaque, which can make you more prone to problems like heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and oral cancer. At Smile Expressions, we welcome new patients. Contact us today, 575-746-1900.
We're talking about getting hit by foul balls here in the press box. Those hurt. All right, so we're back. Bottom of the third inning. Our score remains 0-0. As coming to the plate will be the leadoff batter for the Bulldogs, Riley Crandall. She is a 0 for 0. She walked her first time up and has been the only Bulldog runner on base here in this ballgame at this point. Here's the first pitch. Missed away, just missed for called ball one. Carlsbad wanted to strike, but it was called a ball. It was close. So Crandall steps back in, want to know the count. Schoolcraft to the pitcher for the Cave Girls. Here's the wind and the pitch, and that misses away, ball two. So again, staying safe with Crandall. She's thrown pitches on that outside corner, or the outside, I should say, as these two missed. 2-0 the count. Crandall ready to go. Here's the pitch, and that bounces up there for ball three. Playing deep out in the outfield are the Cave Girls, and it's Rittner, Aragon, and Cavada from left to right. Aragon, Martinez, and Flacco from third to first. The catcher is Witzel, and Schoolcraft in the circle for the Carlsbad Cave Girls. So the 3-0 pitch, low and away, and that wasn't even close. So 4 straight that were nowhere near hittable. Again, the opening walk, this time in the 3rd inning. Crandall led off the ball game, the bottom of the 1st, with an opening walk. And that'll bring the number 2 batter, number 2, Kenna Morrison, to the plate. She is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. She's going to get the bunt down. Good bunt. The only play is at first base, so 3-4 for the put out. The sacrifice bunt moves the runner into scoring position for the Lady Bulldogs. Out number 1, and Crandall at second base. And that'll bring to the plate the first baseman, number 24, Caden Apodaca, for the Bulldogs, and she'll step in on the right side. She flew out to left field her first time up on that ball that I thought was going to get in there for a base hit. First pitch she sees called, strike 1, a fastball on the outside corner. KJ Ray on deck and Zoe Warren in the hole for the Bulldogs. As Riley Crandall now at second base, getting there from a walk and then a sacrifice bunt. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss, a little behind on that fastball for strike 2. 0-2 the count to Apodaca. That wind, just a little bit of a breeze. Here's the pitch. Does not chase the outside pitch. Another hard fastball. You hear that pop of the glove. 1-2 now the count. The breeze kind of blowing out of the south and east. So backwards from where I'm used to seeing it, coming from the south and west, or the north and west. Here's the pitch, swung on, pop fly. That's going to be just beyond the infield, and the second baseman will fade over almost behind second base and make the catch. And that was Hannah Martinez on the pop fly out, making that catch. And that is out, number 2. So that'll bring the cleanup batter for the Bulldogs, third baseman, number 7, KJ Ray, to the plate. She walked her first time up, and now she'll face Schoolcraft for the second time here in the ball game. Right in the middle of the plate is Witzel, the catcher. Now she moves the inside, swing and a miss for strike 1 for Ray. On deck is Zoe Warren, and in the hole Perseus Aguilar for the Lady Bulldogs, as they, with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd, they want to get something going. They have a runner down at second base in the form of Crandall. Here's the pitch. Just high, ball 1. 1-1 now the count to KJ Ray. All right, so Schoolcraft once again gets her pitch, steps back onto the rubber, and here's the wind in the pitch. High and away, ball 2. 2-1 now the count. With 2 outs, Crandall will be off and running at the crack of the bat, so although she doesn't have anybody behind her, she'll want to run into a tag out, but anywhere but right to the third baseman she'll be going. Swing and a miss again behind. That fastball came there quickly. 2-2 now the count to KJ Ray. She took a good cut, but she was just behind it. She'll step back in. She's kind of up in the box, not all the way to the front, but definitely middle up toward the pitcher. Winding the pitch. Strike 3 called. Got her looking. And that ends the threat. The Bulldogs get no hits, no runs, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. They've now left 4 on the bags. We've played 3 full. It is 0-0. Carlsbad coming back for their half of the 4th inning, the top of the 4th coming up.
Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward & Son Insurance Agency. Auto and home, life and health, personal and commercial. Bonds too, since 1925. We have the coverage for you. Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward & Son Insurance Agency.
When that problem arises, one call to Crouch Plumbing and Heating is all it takes. Crouch's plumbers and technicians are highly trained. No problem is too big or too small for Crouch. Whether you need a water heater replaced, a gas line run, a leaky faucet repaired, or your heater or AC serviced, Crouch can do it all. Your problem is their problem, till it's no longer a problem. Call on Crouch for timely response, quality workmanship at a fair price. Servicing Carlsbad and Artesia.
Top of the fourth inning and come to the plate for the Carlsbad Cave Girls is number 8, Zoe. I'm on the wrong. That's number 8. Zoe Warren's our batter. It's Hannah Martinez, the second baseman. She is 0 for 1 with a strikeout here in the ball game, so her second time through to face Crandall. Perseus right in the middle, and it's a call ball 1. I guess maybe a little in, maybe a little up for ball 1. On deck is the shortstop, number 5, Grace Aragon, and in the hole, the third baseman, number 22, Jonna Aragon, here in this inning. Here's the pitch, swing, actually a check swing that's a foul tip down and back for strike 1. The defense for the Bulldogs, Perseus Aguilar catching Riley Crandall, the pitcher. Caden Apodaca at first, KJ Ray at third, Kinsey Carlo at short, and McKaylee Morion at second base. The outfield is Jenna Whitmire in left, Kenna Morrison in center, and Zoe Warren in right. Here's the pitch, high and away, ball 2. So definitely a pitcher's duel. They both have had base runners though, so you got to get base runners to get a runner. Well, you don't have to. You can get a home run, I guess. Then you're a base runner all the way to the home plate. Here's the pitch, check swing, foul into the right side. Netting for strike 2. Little count goes even, 2-2. As the second baseman, Hannah Martinez, steps back in. She bats in the 3 hole for the Cave Girls. Struck out her first time. Now the 2-2 pitch coming. And that pitch is a fantastic change-up. And she just waved at it. That is tough right there. That's all I can say. That is a very difficult pitch for any batter. After you see a fastball and then you see that coming, Riley Crandall is just downright dangerous. I think that's her 5th strikeout. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I've messed up. She's got 7 now in the ball game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And there's a swing and a miss for the number 4 batter, Grace Aragon. Number 4 in the lineup. She's the second batter here in the inning. Swing and miss for strike 1. Grace is the shortstop for the Cave Girls in this ball game. Here's the pitch, just high, ball 1. 1-1 now the count. She struck out her first time in the top of the second inning. She was the leadoff batter as they went down 1-2-3 in the top of the first. So she's 0 for 1. She has a 1-1 count. There's 1 out. A lot of 1s in that sentence. Here's the pitch, high and away, ball 2. Jonna Aragon, the third baseman, on deck, and the pitcher, Haven Schoolcraft, is in the hole here for the Cave Girls. Bulldogs defense straight away up on the third and first. They're playing up. Pitch, there's that changeup. Strike called. 2-2 now the count. Setting up on that outer corner is Aguilar. That's where the pitch was a little too far out though, so full count now to Aragon. 3-2 the count, 1 out. 0-0 is our score. And the sun almost down. There's still a hint of daylight out there, but getting pretty dark. Wind in the pitch, payoff pitch, called strike 3, got her on the outside corner. Out number 2, and that's the second strikeout in the inning and the 8th in the ball game for Riley Crandall. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, 8 strikeouts through 3 2/3. Aguilar sitting up on the outer third. Here's the pitch. Just missed for a ball. And I watched the umpire, and it's like he was telling Crandall, he pointed and shook his head and said, just a little out. Ball 1. Want to know the count? Jonna Aragon is at the plate. She is the third baseman. She hit the ground rule double, and that pitch called strike 1. That was a fastball that caught the outside corner, so 1-1 now the count. So she is 1 for 1 in the ball game, and I believe she's the only hit of the ball game, and she is. So between the two pitchers, we got a 1-hitter here. and it's Carlsbad that has it. Ground rule double. Artesia again setting up on that outer corner. Here's the pitch. Just low. Ball 2. 2-1 the count. On deck is number 11, the pitcher, Haven Schoolcraft, and in the hole, the first baseman, number 17, Maddie Flacco for the Carlsbad Cave Girls. 2 outs, top of 4. And Riley Crandall set to go. Artesia sets up on that outer corner again. It's going to be a chopper, and that's fair. That's down the line. That's going to be extra bases. Nope, she holds up, getting there quickly. Out in right field with Gina Whitmire, and that bounced right over the third base. As KJ Ray was hugging the line, she tried to backstab it. It got by her glove. So another hit there for the Carlsbad Cave Girls, and it's the same batter. Jonna Aragon, she now has a single and a ground rule double. And with 2 outs, she stands at first base. She's, of course, representing the go-ahead run if they can get her around, as it's 0-0. And Schoolcraft can help her own cause here if she can find a spot to put this softball. Here's the pitch, swung on. It's a chopper down the right side, and it's foul. As Apodaca goes and gathers that up. Strike 1 on the foul ball. Maddie Flacco on deck and Kirsten Cavada in the hole. Schoolcraft is 0 for 1. She struck out in the second and now has an 0-1 count with 2 outs coming her way. She's up in the front of the batter's box. Swing and a miss on a fastball. She was behind it. 0-2 now the count. She has an open stance, but as she goes to cut, she closes it, steps to the pitcher. Get right up in the front of the box against arguably the best pitcher in the state, one of the best in the nation. Here's the pitch. Swung on, pop fly to the right side, which will get out of play by a pretty good distance. Goes over the batter's cage over there, or the pitching cage, or whatever you call it. So the count's 0-2, and she steps out once a time as the umpire had a conversation with the batter. Not sure what they were talking about. 0-2 the count. As Schoolcraft steps back in. Runner at first base, 2 outs. Aguilar sets up on the outer third, and there's a great changeup, and that is strike 3 swinging. So they do get a hit, but no runs. Second hit of the ball game for the same batter, Jonna Aragon, but she's stuck at first base. No runs, there was no errors, and 1 runner left on base. So we've played 3.5, and our score remains 0-0 here at the Mack Chase Complex. You're listening to KSVP Radio, AM 990 and FM 93.7. We're live streaming, of course, KSVPTV.com. Andy Singleton producing for us. And we're also out there on Facebook, KSVP Radio Facebook page, and KSVP Radio YouTube channel. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back. Bottom 4 coming up.
Chaos Cafe is the place to kick your taste buds in the face with some of the best food around, including a big breakfast that can scratch that itch. Whether you're fiending for French toast or begging for biscuits, they've got you covered. Plus great lunch specials, signature burgers, and some of the most satisfying portions in the galaxy. Chaos Cafe backs the Bulldogs and the student athletes that work hard and play harder. Open Monday through Saturday from 5:30 till 2 at 501 South 1st in Artesia. Put a little chaos in your day with Chaos Cafe, and go Bulldogs.
Through Presbyterian Medical Services, Artesia Family Health Center is your all-in-one provider for medical, dental, and behavioral health services. They have highly skilled professionals ready to treat your medical, dental, and behavioral health issues. Appointments are available via phone calls, video calls, and limited office visits to provide you a safe and easy way to take care of your health. Need a COVID test or vaccine? Artesia Family Health not only offers testing, but the Moderna COVID vaccine too. Call and learn more. 575-746-9848 or visit Artesia Family Health at 1105 Memorial Drive in Artesia.
All right, we're back here. Zoe Warren stepping in to face the pitcher, Schoolcraft, for the second time through. Her first pitch, swing and a miss, behind again on that fastball. She struck out her first time at the plate. So she's looking to get something going here. Leading off in the top, bottom of the 4th inning for the Bulldogs is the right fielder. Zoe waiting on the pitch. Here it comes. That's down and in for ball 1. 1-1 now the count. Perseus Aguilar on deck, the catcher for the Bulldogs, and the shortstop, Kinsey Carlo, in the holes. We're right here in the middle of the batting order for the Bulldogs. Carlsbad still playing deep out in left and right and up on the corners. Swung on. That's going to be a base hit out to right center field. And the center fielder will cut it off, but getting the first hit of the ball game for the Artesia Bulldogs is Zoe Warren with that single. And that's a great way to start the inning off. Nobody out and a runner at first base on the hit. And that'll bring the catcher, number 15, Perseus Aguilar, to the plate. As the shortstop and the pitcher have a chat for a moment, Aragon and Schoolcraft. So nobody out. Bulldogs with the lead runner on the bases again. That's happened 3 times now out of the 4 innings. As Crandall has walked both times leading off. Bunt, good bunt right down, and it's going to be a throw over to first base. In time. Oh no, and we get her at second base. So Zoe Warren had rounded second, and the first baseman quickly fires it to the shortstop. And the double play. So we had a 1-3-6 double play, and so the Bulldogs run themselves out of that leadoff single. First out at first base on the first pitch, bunt, and then the throw behind the runner at second gets her. All right, so they'll bring Kinsey Carlo to the plate. First pitch, strike one called on the inner half of the plate. 0-1 the count. Kinsey walked her first time up and now has an 0-1 count as Witzel gives the pitch out. She'll set up right in the middle. Here's the pitch, swinging and a foul tip straight back for Carlo for strike 2. All right, so we're ready to go again after they gather the foul ball up. 0-2 the count, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Swung on, chopper down the left side into the dugout over there on the left side, third baseline. Carlsbad dugout. So the count remains 0-2. On deck for the Bulldogs is the second baseman, McKaylee Morion, and in the hole is the left fielder, Jenna Whitmire. As Kinsey steps back in. Witzel sets up on the outside third. That's high and away for ball 1. So the count 1-2 now to Carlo. Bottom of 4 here, nobody on for the Bulldogs. And the 1-2 swung on and fouled off to the right side, so the count remains 1-2. Just a little behind on that fastball was Carlo, but she did make contact, so she stays alive. Schoolcraft ready to go again. Witzel sets up straight down the middle. That's where the pitch did not go. It went down and in for ball 2. Looked like maybe a changeup that died down and in. And Carlo did not chase, so now we have a 2-2 count with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Carlo ready to go. Schoolcraft with winding the pitch. Swung on, foul straight back. Good at bat here for Carlo as she's fighting them off and not chasing the ones that are trying to get her to chase, so the count remains 2-2. Oh, I finally remember what that's called, the pitching cage and the batting pin. Here we go, 2-2, and she does not swing, and she got her looking. That's a strikeout, and that is out number 3, and that ends the inning for the Bulldogs as they do get a hit, but then they run into a double play. So no runs, there were no errors, and there was nobody left on base. We played 4 full innings, and the score remains 0-0. Castle Reynolds and New Hope Baptist Church coming up.
Prices are being slashed at Castle Rentals, Artesia's fun and friendly rent-to-own furniture store. Get a free mattress pad cover when you purchase a Serta or Kingdom mattress. Both brands on sale now. Get deep discounts on lamps by Cow Lighting. Beautiful and unique handcrafted lamps made right here in the US of A. Find your new furniture, appliances, or electronics today at Castle Rentals, 2616 West Main in Artesia. Rent to own or 90 days same as cash on all items.
Bulldog Pride is about family. It's about being the best both
both in the game and in the community. It's about giving your all and having your teammates back. This is Pastor Jason Perry, and here at New Hope Baptist Church, we can relate to the Bulldogs. Our church is a family, and we focus on allowing the Lord to be the best both in our church and in our community. Here at New Hope, we know it's a new year, and there's new hope for a new you. We're praying for Bulldog victory in the game and victory in your life through Jesus Christ.
And at the plate for the Carlsbad Cavemen. Is number 17, Maddie Flacco, and she'll look at ball 1. She was 0 for 1 here in the ball game. She struck out back in the second. As she steps back in on the right side, on deck is number 25, Kirsten Cavada, and in the hole, Brooke Rittner, number 20, for the Cave Girls. All right, here's the wind in the pitch from Crandall. Swung on, chopper to the shortstop. Good play over there and a nice throw. So 6-3 made it look easy, did Kenzie Carlo, and that wasn't exactly easy. She short hopped that one. Fielded it very cleanly and fires it over to first base, and that is out number 1. That'll bring us to the number 8 batter in the lineup, the right fielder, number 25, Kirsten Cavada. She is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Brooke Rittner, the left fielder, is on deck, and then we're back to the top of the order. Faith Aragon in the hole. First pitch, foul back into the net for strike 1. 0-1 the count. Cavada bats from the left, as does Rittner, and as does Aragon. So the next 3 batters, if we get to Aragon, all bat from the left side. Crandall ready to go. Here's the wind in the pitch as Persea sets up on the outer third, and there's called strike 2 on that outer third. So 0-2 the count. Had some groans from the Carlsbad fans. 0-2 quickly here to Cavada. I'll give you the Bulldog defense after this pitch. Persea sets up on the outer third. It's low. That's where she hit it, but down low. So out in left field is Jenna Whitmire. Center field is Kenna Morrison. And then right, Zoe Warren. Infielders, KJ Ray at third. Kenzie Carlo at short. McKaylee Morion at second. And Caden Apodaca at first base. Of course, the catcher, Perseus Aguilar. And the pitcher, Riley Crandall. The 1-2. That's strike 3. Curveball. Yes. Great pitch. And that is out number 2 here in the inning. And the 9th strikeout dealt by Riley Crandall through 4 2/3. So that brings us to number 9 batter in the lineup, left fielder Brooke Rittner. She struck out her first time in the 3rd inning. Here's the pitch. Strike 1 called, outside corner to the lefty. 0-1 the count. 2 outs, and on deck is the leadoff batter, the center fielder, number 2, Faith Aragon. Here's the wind and the pitch from Crandall. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Crandall gets ahead of batters. Usually every batter, she gets ahead of them. Seems like she's done that every batter in this ballgame. So down 0-2 is the batter. Here's the wind and the pitch. Does not chase that rise ball. 1-2 now the count to Rittner. Ten strikeouts now for Crandall. 1-2 the count, 2 outs, and there is going to be a little number to the third baseman. Ray picks it up cleanly, fires it to first, and that is out. Number 3 on the 5-3 putout. KJ Ray to Caden Apodaca. And Carlsbad goes down in order. So when they come back in the top of the 6th, they'll be leading off with their leadoff batter. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. 0-0. Bottom of the 5th coming up. Artesia bringing to the plate McKaylee Morion, Jenna Whitmire, and then back to the top of the order in Riley Crandall. Stay tuned. Bottom of 5 coming up.
At H&R Block, tax time is our favorite time of year. It's when our tax pros get to do what they love the most, help people. By getting to know you, they make sure your return gets done right. It's not just numbers, boxes, and forms. It's personal care, so you get every credit and deduction you deserve. With an average of 10 years experience, our tax pros get your taxes done right. Just one of the many ways Block has your back.
Taxes may be more complex than you think. Visit your local H&R Block located on the corner of 5th and Texas in downtown Artesia.
Artesia Plumbing and Heating is your authorized carrier air conditioning dealer, home owned and operated for over 41 years. Artesia Plumbing and Heating installs residential, commercial, and industrial air conditioners. Artesia Plumbing and Heating handles your plumbing, heating, and air conditioning needs, including the conversion of evaporative coolers to refrigerated air systems. Cut cooling costs with high-efficiency carrier unit. Artesia Plumbing and Heating is a proud supporter of the Artesia Bulldogs and Lady Dogs and wishes them the very best in this sports season. Artesia Plumbing and Heating, 746-3712.
All right, welcome back here. McKaylee Morion at the plate, and she'll swing and miss at the first offering from Haven Schoolcraft. McKaylee is 0 for 1. Struck out back in the second, so her second time through here. Just behind on that pitch, a good fastball from Haven Schoolcraft. McKaylee steps back in from the right side, 0-1 the count. Nobody out. We're in the top or bottom of the fifth. Here's the pitch. Strike 2 called on the inside corner of the plate. Brooke Rittner out left, Kirsten Cavada out in right, and Faith Aragon in center. Jonna Aragon at third, Grace Aragon at short, Hannah Martinez at second, and Maddie Flacco at first. Aislinn Witzel, the catcher. Here's the pitch. Oh, it did hit her. Yeah. I was going to say, let that hit you, and she did. It didn't hurt too bad. McKaylee hustles down. So hit by pitch. So the Bulldogs have now had an opening runner on base 4 out of the 5 innings, but have been unable to move her around. But once again, nobody out and a runner at first base. Getting there was McKaylee Morion on a hit by pitch. And that'll bring Jenna Whitmire to the plate. Jenna playing out in left field, wearing number 14 on her black jersey. And she is the number 9-hole batter today. Steps in on the right side. 0 for 1. She's going to put a bunt down on the right side, right to the... Oh, and she dropped it. She is safe at first base. So the pitcher got that bunt quickly. And when she stuck the tag out, I think she... Oh, no, when the pitcher was the first baseman, Flacco. And I don't know if she was thinking she was going to go... I don't know what... She just dropped the ball. So everybody is safe. So E3, first error of the ball game for Carlsbad as she dropped the ball. And so the Bulldogs right now with nobody out looking to get something going here, as at the plate is the ever-dangerous leadoff batter, Riley Crandall. She is 0 for 0. She's walked both times. Let's see if she can get a pitch to hit. That one was just on the outside corner, called strike 1. So Crandall will step back in with runners at first and second, nobody out. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning and 0-0 in this pitcher's duel. Here's the pitch. That's way outside for ball 1. 1-1 now the count. On deck is number 2, the center fielder, Kenna Morrison, and in the hole, Caden Apodaca, the first baseman for the Bulldogs. Right in the meat of the order here, lead off through 4. There's a good swing, and that's a hit out to left field, and that's going to be a run scored, an RBI single coming around from second. Sliding in home is McKaylee Morion, and drawing first blood are the Artesia Bulldogs as Riley Crandall gets a single RBI out to left field. And so with nobody out, coming to the plate is Kenna Morrison. She is the center fielder, wears number 2 on her jersey, and she is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. Actually, it was a bunt. But she has nobody out and runners at first and second, and the Bulldogs lead. First pitch swinging, she was behind. 0-1 the count. So McKaylee Morion, who led the inning off with a hit by pitch. And then there was an error on the first baseman as she dropped the bunt tag out. So Whitmire now standing on second, and Crandall at first. That pitch high for ball 1. 1-1 now to Morrison. On deck is the the first baseman, number 24, Caden Apodaca. And in the holes, the third baseman, number 7, KJ Ray. So the Bulldogs again in their meat of their order, nobody out, bottom of the 5th, and now lead 1-0 with runners at first and second. Again behind, so the Bulldog batter's just behind this pitcher most of the night, as she's got a great fastball. 1-2 now the count to Morrison. So Carlsbad has 2 hits, but no runs to show for it. Now the Bulldogs with a hit and a run, as that pitch is high and away for ball 2. 2-2 now the count. Whitmire down at second, and at first is Riley Crandall. As the Bulldogs look to add to their lead with nobody out. Here's the pitch, swing, and a foul tip straight back into the net for a foul ball strike. 2-2 the count remains. Good cut there by Morrison. Takes a deep breath and now steps back in. And Schoolcraft looking for her pitch from Witzel, the catcher. And the 2-2 is low, ball 3. So a full count now. Kenna back ready to go. Caden Apodaca up in the on-deck circle, and KJ Ray in the hole. Schoolcraft ready to go. The pitch, high, ball 4. So that'll walk the bases loaded. So the Bulldogs, again, nobody out. Bases are juiced, and to the plate comes the number 3 hitter in the lineup, Caden Apodaca. And she has put it in play both times. She is 0 for 2, but both times she hit it pretty well. She's flown out twice, so if she can find a gap, we're going to open this game up here with nobody out and the bases full for the Artesia Bulldogs. Carlsbad defense in the infield is going to play up and try to cut the runner off at the plate. As Schoolcraft gets ready to go, here's the pitch, swung on, whoa, just missing it. She cut it, just hit it straight back to the net for strike 1 on Apodaca. That was the 5th walk in the ball game for Schoolcraft. She's also hit a batter. And the bases are loaded, nobody out, bottom of the 5th, and the score 1-0 Bulldogs. Here's the pitch. Oh, he called it a strike. The throw down to third, not in time, as Whitmire dives back safely, but that was called strike 2 on the lower half of the strike zone. So 0-2 to Caden Apodaca, the first baseman. On deck is KJ Ray, the third baseman. What happened over here? Something happened in the press box. There's a swing, and it's off to right field, and that's in no man's land. That is good. Oh, and the second baseman does an excellent job catching it. Coming home to score is Jenna Whitmire. Moving over on the throw from first base is Kenna Morrison. So the Bulldogs get the sacrifice fly by Apodaca out to right field. That's an RBI for her. And the Bulldogs now lead 2-0. As coming in to score was Jenna Whitmire tagging up from third base. That was a great job by the second baseman. I thought that was going to be in no man's land out there. And now we got a time called as we're going to have a what? They're going to see if they left early, talking about it. Oh, we got a new batter, but the umpires are talking about something. Yeah, they're asking for the tag up if she did, and I think she did. I was watching it. Of course, I'm not going to get to make the call. I'm pretty sure they're not going to ask me. I mean, I'll go down if they want to ask me. I'm going to say she's safe because I was watching her on purpose, especially when I saw the second baseman. That was a great job by Hannah Martinez, the second baseman. I thought that ball was going to be a base clearing type of fly ball out there, but she flat got a jump on it, and she chased it down and got there and made the catch. And she spun and threw it home, but of course it was too late, and she was fairly deep. And so everybody is safe. And we do have a new batter is coming to bat for the Artesia Bulldogs. It's going to be number 10, Maddie Martinez. She go by Maddie or Madison? Maddie Martinez.
Number 10, Madison Martinez.
So Madison Martinez going to step in and bat for KJ Ray. With 1 out now, the Bulldogs lead 2-0 here in the bottom of the 5th, and runners at second and third in the form of Kenna Morrison out at second base and Riley Crandall at third. Crandall with that single RBI with nobody out, and then Caden Apodaca, the number 3 hitter in the lineup, first baseman, hit it out there down the right field line that the second baseman for Carlsbad got to, but still got that RBI on the sacrifice fly. So now Maddie Martinez will step in, and she wears number 10 on her black jersey. 1 out, runners in scoring position, 2 of them. Here's the wind and the pitch. Strike 1 called. Fastball. So Martinez 0-1 here, the count. Zoe Warren on deck and Perseus Aguilar in the hole for the Bulldogs as they're trying to blow this open here. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on, popped up and out of play backwards for strike 2. Went off of a building or something back there. Sounded too tinnish to be ahead. Somebody's head. All right, so Martinez ready to go, 0-2 the count. As Schoolcraft gets her pitch from her catcher, Witzel. Witzel set in the middle. Here's the pitch. And that is strikeout and the second out of the inning. So now 2 down. That's the 6th strikeout for Haven Schoolcraft, and that brings to the plate Zoe Warren. Zoe singled. She was the first hit of the ball game for the Bulldogs just an inning ago, led off the inning with a single. So she has put it in play and has a hit. She's 1 for 2 in the ball game, struck out in the first and singled in the 4th. So a single here likely to score 2 runs as runners at first and third, and that first pitch, second and third, and that first pitch high for ball 1. On deck is the catcher, number 15, Perseus Aguilar, and the shortstop, number 12, Kenzie Carlo, in the hole for the Bulldogs as they try to add to their 2-0 lead. Bottom of the 5th, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Way behind on that one. Looked like she made up her mind a little too late. So 1-1 for Zoe Warren. See where Wetzel sets up here, the catcher. Looks like she wants it down the middle. Here's the pitch. It's a little bit up and away for ball 2. 2-1 the count now. Warren steps back in, ready to go. Schoolcraft gets her sign from her catcher, and now she's ready to go. The 2-1. Low, and then it bounces. That's not ball 4. She thought it was. Oh, she's just getting out of the way. So Warren goes across the plate and gets out of the way. 3-1 now the count to, full count now to Warren. Well, actually, I had it 3-1. That's right, 3-1. All right, so 3-1 the count as Warren steps back in. Runners at second and third. 2 outs. Schoolcraft ready to go. Here's the wind and the pitch. That is ball 4. So walk the bases loaded again. And that'll bring to the plate Perseus Aguilar. That's the 6th walk dealt by Schoolcraft here in the ballgame, the 2nd here in this inning. She also hit a batter here in this inning, and that was the very first batter as McKaylee Morion was hit, and she led off, and she ended up scoring a run off the single by Riley Crandall. All right, so Perseus steps in. She is 0 for 2 in the ballgame, ground outs, a pair of them. Here's the pitch, swung on, fouled off the right and back for strike 1. Perseus, another dangerous batter for the Bulldogs. I watched her hit for the cycle last year, so I know she can swing the bat. Bases loaded, 2 down. Here's the pitch, swung on, strike 2. 0-2 now the count is the shortstop, Kenzie Carlo, waits in the on-deck circle. And the second baseman, McKaylee Morion, in the hole for the Lady Bulldogs. Bottom of the 5th, 2 strikes, no balls, 2 outs. The count here. Here's the pitch, swung on, fouled back into the net for a foul ball strike. So the count remains 0-2. As the third baseman picks that up and gets it back to the pitcher, Schoolcraft. 3 ducks on a pond, 2 outs, 0-2 the count as Perseus will step back in on the right side. Witzel sets up right in the middle of the pitch, swing and a miss, and she gets her. And that will end the threat. But the Artesia Bulldogs do some damage. They end up getting 1 hit, but they also get 2 runs. There was a Carlsbad error, and the Bulldogs leave the bases juiced. So 1 hit, 2 runs, 1 error, and 3 left on base. The Bulldogs now lead here after 5, 2-0. Top of the 6th coming up.
Hi, it's Maria.
And Brisa
with the Tate Branch Auto Group. Are you in the market for a new car but don't know where to look?
Well, look no further. Here at Tate Branch Auto Group, we have had our used car managers busy buying vehicles to fill our inventory and to meet your needs.
That's right. We are bringing in new cars daily and getting them ready to hit our showrooms. But hurry fast because these vehicles will not last long.
And if you have no time to make it down to the dealership, that's not a problem. You can view our entire inventory on www.tatebranch.com, where you will have the ability to purchase your car online with front door delivery.
That's right. Come and visit us at www.tatebranch.com.
And we do it all. Need an oil change? Come on in. No appointments necessary. Brakes making funny noises? We've got you covered. Transmissions in the dumps? That's not a problem.
Come see us today at Tate Branch in Artesia, Carlsbad, Hobbs, or Roswell, where the selection of vehicles will not disappoint.
All right, we were singing Sweet Caroline. Sorry about that, fans. We're back, top of the 6th. And coming to the plate for the Carlsbad Cave Girls is the top of the order, Faith Aragon, batting from the left side. She is 0 for 2. Here's this pitch. High and tight, ball 1. Aislinn Witzel, the catcher, on deck, and the second baseman, Hannah Martinez, in the hole for the Cave Girls as they try to get these runs back. The Bulldogs now lead after 5 full, 2-0. And Riley Crandall with the pitch, high, ball 2. Defense for the Bulldogs, Whitmire, Morrison, Warren from left to right, Ray, Carlo, Morion, and Apodaca from third to first, and Aguilar the catcher for Crandall. And now the batter will take a step out. One of the 3 Aragons, Faith Aragon, who's at the plate. She's a center fielder and leadoff batter for the Cave Girls. Wears number 2 on her blue jersey. Here's the pitch. And that just misses high. Change-up, so 3-0 the count to Aragon. No walks issued at this point for Riley. She does have 10 strikeouts she has dealt and 2 hits. So here comes the 3-0. Right in the middle is Aguilar, and that's a little bit high. So the first walk of the ball game, and it's to the leadoff batter here in the top of the 6th inning with nobody out. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate in the form of the catcher, number 3, Aislinn Witzel. Witzel is 0 for 2. She flew out back in the first and grounded out in the third down the first baseline. It was a 3-4 put out. Here's the wind in the pitch. Now square to bunt. It is bunted down the third baseline. The throw is out, 5-3. Good play there by KJ Ray. She was charging all the way, catches it and throws her out by a long shot. But it does move the runner over to second base. So runner in scoring position on that after that 5-3 put out. 1 out in the inning. That brings the number 3 batter to the line in the lineup, the second baseman Hannah Martinez, to the plate. She is 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Struck out in the first and the fourth. Steps in on the right side with a runner at second. Here's the wind in the pitch. Swing and a miss. Behind that heater for strike 1. Number 4 hitter in the lineup, the shortstop, number 5, Grace Aragon, on deck. And then the third baseman, Jonna Aragon, in the hole. As the Bulldogs lead here through 5 1/3. Top of the 6th. Square to bunt. She does bunt it up in the air, but nobody can get to it. Both Aguilar and Apodaca give chase on the first base side, but just out of their reach. But it is strike 2 on the foul ball bunt. So 0-2 the count with 1 out. And Martinez steps back in on the right side. Crandall looking to the dugout to get her pitch. Both Apodaca and Ray playing up, setting up way outside, and she got her to chase it. Aguilar set up over in the left-hand batter box, and that's where Crandall put it, and chasing it was Martinez with the 0-2 count. So that strikeout is out number 2 here in the inning, in the 11th for Crandall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's a pitch, just high, ball 1. It is her 11th strikeout. I was just double checking, counting. So ball 1 to the batter, who is the cleanup batter, Grace Aragon, the shortstop. She is 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. 1-0 the count. Aguilar sets up on the outer third. The pitch is right there, swing and a miss, strike 1. So Crandall, with her dominance of where she's going to put the pitch, put it right on the spot. And late swinging was Aragon for strike 1. 1-1 the count, 2 outs, runner at second base. Again, Aguilar out on that outer third. She hits the spot, strike 2 called, this time not swinging. 1-2 now to Grace Aragon. Again, both the corners playing up, everybody else playing normal depths for the Bulldog defense. First and third playing up. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on, pop fly out to right center field. And coming on to make, and she missed it. Oh my goodness. And going into second. So that was the center fielder, Morrison. She called the right fielder, Zoe Warren, off. And I'm going to let the press box tell me what that was, an error or a hit. She did not touch it. So since she didn't touch it, we're going to call it a hit. So the double and an RBI double for Grace Aragon. So now the tying run at second and the go-ahead run at plate with Jonna Aragon at the plate. She hit for a ground rule double her first time up and a single her second. She's 2 for 2. And Crandall going to go way outside. So she may stay away from Aragon right here. She is 2 for 2 in the ball game with a ground rule double and a single. And so now the Carlsbad Cave Girls with that ball that looked like a, not routine, but she definitely had gotten to it, and then it falls right beside her glove. And that ball is ball 2 down and in. It was hit out to right center field, and Morrison was charging hard and looked like she was just going to catch it and keep running into the dugout, but it just fell straight beside her glove. So the score now 2-1. Tying run at second. Here's the pitch. Strike 1 called. I'm sorry. So the count now goes to 1-2. It caught the outside corner on Jonna Aragon, the third baseman. Haven Schoolcraft, the pitcher, in the on-deck circle. And Maddie Flacco, the first baseman, in the hole. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on. That's going to be a base hit to the right, to left side. The throw home is in time, and she got her. She is out. Oh, look at third base. So the umpire is saying she missed the tag. It looked like she hit her right in the back. Coach Polito is going to come out and argue, but there's not going to be a turn here because the umpire was right on top of it. But it looked like she hit her right in the back. So they're talking about it, but he called her safe, and I don't think that's going to change. So Jonna Aragon now 3 for 3. And that ties the ball game up. As coming in to score is Grace Aragon from second. And that RBI, she moved over to second on the throw. So we're all tied up now, 2-2 here in the top of the 6th inning with 2 outs. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 on Haven Schoolcraft. Great change up there. She's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Artesia fans did not like the call. But it doesn't matter if we like it or not. It's what the call was. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss on the same pitch. Way out in front of that one on the changeup. 0-2 now the count. It would not shock me to see a fastball on that outer corner. And now we got a timeout called by the batter. She's going to go talk to her coach down on the third base side. Whew. Great throw there from Jenna Whitmire on left field. I mean, she threw it right to the catcher, Aguilar, and she swung, and it looked like she physically hit her. But he said she missed the swing, the tag, so the run counted, and now we got an 0-2 count to Schoolcraft, who will step back on the right side. 0 for 2 in the ball game. She struck out both previous times. She has Aragon down at second, the go-ahead run. That pitch is out where I thought it would be for ball 1, so a little bit too far out for her to chase. Definitely that fastball that I expected was coming and outside. 1-2 the count now to Schoolcraft. So it's a whole new ball game here, but the Bulldogs have their half of the 6th coming up here. We're tied back up 2-2. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on. It's a little grounder right to the first baseman. Apodaca picks it up, and she will touch the base in time for out number 3. So the ground out, unassisted to the third baseman as out number 3. Okay, so the Carlsbad Cave Girls get 2 hits. They get 2 runs. There was no Bulldog errors, and there was 1 runner left on base. 5.5 innings have been played, and the score is now tied up 2-2. Bottom of the 6th coming up.
Many times, patients require skilled care for short-term illnesses, temporary help after hospitalization or rehabilitation after a major surgery, and many more conditions that can be handled in the comfort of your home. J&J Home Care stands ready to provide such care when you or your family members need it. Our highly experienced nurses, therapists, and aides have been serving Artesia and the surrounding community for more than 20 years. To learn more about the services available at J&J Home Care, call 746-2892 or visit us at 1301 West Grand in Artesia.
Central Valley Electric Education Foundation scholarships are now available for CVE members and their dependents. The scholarships can be used by graduating high school students or adults who are continuing their education. Applications are being accepted through April 15, 2022. Visit cvecoop.org/scholarships for eligibility and an application, or call Central Valley Electric Cooperative at 575-746-3571. Remember, these scholarships are available for students of all ages. Apply today.
Bottom of the 6th coming up here, Bulldog fans, as the Carlsbad Cave Girls tie it up in the top half with a couple of unusual plays. A fly ball out to left center field that did not get caught by the Bulldog defense, that maybe everybody thought, or they might say that they should have caught. And then the play at the plate, it looked like an out to me, but it wasn't an out, so she was safe, and that tied the ball game up 2-2. But the bottom half for the Bulldogs, and at the plate is the shortstop, Kenzie Carlo. First pitch away for ball 1. Kenzie is 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. On deck is the second baseman, McKaylee Morion, and in the hole, Jenna Whitmire, left fielder. We're bottom third of the lineup here for the Bulldogs. Winding the pitch, high and away, ball 2. So 2-0 ahead is Kenzie Carlo. Witzel the catcher, Schoolcraft the pitcher, Flacco at first, Martinez at second, Aragon, that's Grace Aragon at short, and Jonna Aragon at third. Rittner in left, Guevara in right as the pitch comes, called strike 1 on the outside corner, and Faith Aragon in center field. So 3 Aragons for the Cave Girls. That's their defense. 2-1 the count now to Carlo as she steps back in. Here's the pitch. High, ball 3. All right, so Carlo back in with a 3-1 count. Let's see if she's taking here, trying to draw the walk. Here's the wind and the pitch. Right down the middle. She was definitely taking. 3-2 now, full count. So she'll be covering the plate here with a full count. And no one out. She's the leadoff batter here in the bottom of the 6th. Morion and Whitmire on deck and in the hole, respectively. Wind in the pitch. Swing and a miss. Swing behind the pitch again. Bulldog batters, for the most part, have been behind this fastball of Schoolcraft, and that is out number 1 on the strikeout and her 7th strikeout dealt. And that'll bring number 11, second baseman McKaylee Morion, to the plate. McKaylee is 0 for 1. Strikeout and has been on the base and scored a run. She was hit by pitch to lead things off an inning ago, and that started the base runners for the Bulldogs in the 5th, and they got 2 runs. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss, again behind. And so strike 1 on the swinging strike. Jenna Whitmire on deck, and the top of the order, Riley Crandall, in the hole for the Bulldogs. Morion back and ready to go. Schoolcraft gets her pitch. And the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. So Schoolcraft ahead here. 0-2 to Morion. With 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Great crowd here. Here's the wind in the 0-2. High and away. Ball 1. So McKaylee ready to go. Schoolcraft gets her pitch from her catcher, Witzel. 1-2 count. Witzel sets up on the outer third. She hits that spot, but it's too far out, maybe a little high, so the count goes to 2-2. Still playing pretty deep, and the left fielder's now kind of moved back to normal spot, not hugging the line as that pitch is high and away for ball 3. So a good at bat here from McKaylee. She goes down 0-2, and then she battles back and does not give in to pitches out of the zone. So she takes the count full. Right fielder still hugging the line, but the left fielder's moved over to more normal, and the center fielder playing dead away. Here's the payoff pitch, and it's high. Ball 4. So the walk puts McKaylee down at first base with 1 out. That's the 7th walk issued by Haven Schoolcraft. Bulldogs with a good eye. And that'll bring the left fielder, number 14, Jenna Whitmire, to the plate. She is 0 for 2, but she did reach on a bunt error an inning ago, and she ended up scoring a run. She struck out in the 2nd. And with 1 out here, we may see another bunt effort by her, which is what she did last inning when Morion reached by hit by pitch, although she didn't square, and that ball's down and in for ball 1. So maybe not bunting here, maybe swinging away. I know in the Artesia Invitational, the Lady Bulldogs tournament, I think she hit a walk-off grand slam to shut the door on somebody. Goddard in the championship game. Here's the pitch. She does square this time, pulls back. Ooh, it looked a little high, but it's called strike as she pulled the bunt back. 1-1 now the count on the called strike. So the Bulldogs ended up winning their own military appreciation tournament this year on that grand slam to finish the game 10-0 over the Rockets. 1-1 the count now to Whitmire. Here's the wind and the pitch, and that's a little bit high for ball 2. 2-1 now the count. Bulldogs have the go-ahead run now at first base with 1 out. On deck is Riley Crandall, leadoff batter, and in the hole, Kenna Morrison. As Jenna steps back in, ready to go. Witzel setting up on the outer third. Here's the pitch, going to square the bunt, pulls it back. It's ball 3, so 3-1 now to Whitmire. And the coach is going to come out and talk to her pitcher because you got the dangerous Crandall on deck and doesn't want to have 2 walks in a row here with 1 out. So the whole infield going to talk about it with the coach, one of the coaches from Carlsbad. As Footloose is playing. That song's got to be, what, 30 years old? How old is that song? I don't know. Older than that. 35 years old. Was it in the 80s when that song came out? You weren't. She wasn't even born in the 80s, Cody. Was you? So was I. We're talking about the song Footloose, fans. So if you know and you're watching on Facebook, or you can type in there, when did that song come out? Because we were talking about how old it was. And one of these smart alecks in the box said, I wasn't even born then. All right, so here we go. 3-1 count as everybody breaks back out into their spots after that timeout by the coach from Carlsbad. 3-1 the count. Whitmire back in. Here's the pitch. Strike called on the inner half of the plate. So that'll run it full. Down at first base is McKaylee Morion and Whitmire at the plate. And then we're back to the top of the order. Riley Crandall on deck with Kenna Morrison in the hole. Bulldogs looking to get those runs back. It's now 2-2 here in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the pitch. And that is strike 3 called. Looking. And so Whitmire thought she had ball 4, but the call strike is a strikeout, and that is out, number 2. And I think Gene Dow just told me. He sent me a picture. Let's see what he said here. I got a text. Crandall coming to the plate. She'll look to help her own cause here, move the runner around. And let's see what Mr. Dow said. Footloose, 1984 film. They were looking it up in the press box as well, Gene. So you and the press box got it at about the same time. So 1984, I'm not real fast on math, but I think that's like 40, that's 38 years old? 10, 20, 38 years? 38 years. 1984, somebody else is texting me. We got it. So older than some in the press box, but not as old as others. Here's the wind and the pitch. That's high to Crandall for ball one. Riley is 1 for 1. She's walked twice, and she has a single and an RBI in the ball game as a leadoff batter here. She now has a 1-0 count as she steps back in against Schoolcraft. Here's the wind and the pitch, outside and high, ball 2. So again, being very careful with Riley. She's liable to go yard on a pitch that's down the middle, and they're not going to want to put it there. 2 down, but runner at first base is McKaylee Morion. Here's the pitch. That's outside and high, not even close. Ball 3. So we'll see if they're going to basically intentionally walk her here or if they're going to try to throw it down the middle. Here's the pitch. And they did. She put it on the outside corner, but it was not enough of the corner, so ball 4. She did come a little closer that time, but it is a walk, the third walk for Riley Crandall. So that'll bring Kenna Morrison to the plate. She is 0 for 2 with a walk. And now we got another timeout called by the infield for Carlsbad as the third baseman and shortstop go give a pep talk to the pitcher, Schoolcraft. And now she's talking to the first baseman. All right, so with 2 down, the Bulldogs now have runners at first and second, and Kenna Morrison at the plate. Here's the first pitch to her. Strike 1 called on the inside corner. So 0-1 to Kenna. On deck is Caden Apodaca. And in the hole will either be KJ Ray or Madison Martinez. We'll see if she just pinch hit or if she, which I think she did because KJ was back on the field playing defense. All right, here's the pitch. High for ball 1. 1-1 to count. Good job there by Witzel, the catcher. She had to go up and get that. Almost got by her with that fast riser. And she was able to go up the ladder and catch it. Keep the runners where they're at first and second. So 1-1 to count as Kenna steps back in. She fouls this off to the right side. Does Kenna Morrison. So it'll be 1-2 now. Bottom Dogs with runners at first and second and 2 outs as Schoolcraft trying to either get a strikeout or a ground out, fly out, force out somewhere in the inning. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 called on the inside corner, and that is out number 3. So the Bulldogs get no runs, no hits, no errors, and there was 2 runners left on base via walk. So 6 full innings have been played, and the score remains 2-2. Carlsbad and Artesia. Top of the 7 coming up.
You've changed thousands of diapers, cut off hundreds of crusts, played hours of peekaboo and duck, duck, goose. But you'd do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Sandy Stockton will help make it easy and affordable to help you protect your family, no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you'd do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Call State Farm agent Sandy Stockton in Artesia today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When was the last time a bank asked you about your needs or your goals? When you're a member of Artesia Credit Union, you get to use your money for something more important than fees and finance charges. You get to use your money for you. Membership is open to anyone who calls New Mexico home. Become a member of Artesia Credit Union today and see what your partners can do for you. North 5th Street in Artesia or online at artesiacu.org. Artesia Credit Union, member NCUA.
There is a difference.
All right, Bulldog fans, we're back here in this heated ball game. I say heated because it's close and it's a good contest. And at the plate for the Carlsbad Cavemen, a 1 hopper to the second baseman, McKaylee Morion for the out. and that was Maddie Flacco, the first baseman. She is now 0 for 3. She hit into that 4-3 put out for out number 1. Good job there by Morion. Catches it on the first hop, fires it over to Apodaca. And the Bulldogs have one down here in the top of the 7th inning. So that'll bring the number 8 batter, Kirsten Cavada, to the plate. She is the right fielder. She is 0 for 2, and she fouls that straight down, bounces off the plate and right up in the air for strike 1. She struck out in the 3rd and struck out in the 5th. On deck is Brooke Rittner, the left fielder for Carlsbad. 1 out, 0-1 the count. Artesia setting up in the middle of the plate. Strike called on the outside 3rd. 0-2 now to Cavada. So she steps back in on the left side. Crandall gets her pitch. And Perseus Aguilar sets up on that outer 3rd. Here's the pitch, swung on. One hopper back to Crandall. 1-3 the put out, and that is out number 2 here in the top of the 7th inning, which will bring the number 9 hitter to the plate. Number 20, left fielder Brooke Rittner. Oh, it's Matt Kahn telling me I got to save his number. I thought I had your number saved, Coach. I still call you Coach. I guess he's still a coach, or is Matt still a coach? I don't know. He'll tell me here in just a minute. Here's the pitch. Strike 1 called in the outside corner. Good pitch there to the left-handed batter. So 0-1 the count to Rittner. On deck is the top of the order, Faith Aragon, and in the hole, Aislinn Witzel, the catcher. But the Bulldogs are going to try to keep from getting there. 2 down, 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Strike 2 called. Same pitch, same result. 0-2 the count. All right, so here's the 0-2. And again, setting up in the same spot, same pitch, just a little bit wider for ball 1. 1-2 now the count. As Rittner steps back in, Crandall looking to the dugout to get her pitch. And that one just missed away. So 1-2 the count with 2 outs. And again, Aguilar setting up on that outer 3rd. That pitch is fouled off to the left side for for just a strike foul. Count remains 1-2. One and 2 the count. Aguilar sets up on the inner 3rd this time, and she's going to throw it in there, but a little high for ball 2. 2-2 now the count. Threw it in on her hands, but the batter, Rittner, did not go for it. That pitch kind of up in the eyes. Those are hard to lay off of. At least they used to be for me when I was playing ball. But she did. Here's the pitch, and that is swinging strike 3, and that retires the side. The 12th strikeout issued by Riley Crandall. So that'll get the Bulldogs to the bottom half of the 7th. They've got to get a run. There was no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. And so going into the bottom half of the 7th, the score remains tied 2-2. And coming in to bat for the Bulldogs will be in the 3-4-5, right in the meat of the order for the Artesia Bulldogs to start the 7th inning. So stay tuned in this exciting matchup between the Carlsbad Cave Girls and the Artesia Lady Bulldogs. We'll be back.
Many times, patients require skilled care for short-term illnesses, temporary help after hospitalization or rehabilitation after a major surgery, and many more conditions that can be handled in the comfort of your home. J&J Home Care stands ready to provide such care when you or your family members need it. Our highly experienced nurses, therapists, and aides have been serving Artesia and the surrounding community for more than 20 years. To learn more about the services available at J&J Home Care, call 746-2892 or visit us at 1301 West Grand in Artesia.
Central Valley Electric Education Foundation scholarships are now available for CVE members and their dependents. The scholarships can be used by graduating high school students or adults who are continuing their education. Applications are being accepted through April 15, 2022. Visit cvecoop.org/scholarships for eligibility and an application, or call Central Valley Electric Cooperative at 575-746-3571. Remember, these scholarships are available for students of all ages. Apply today.
High Bulldogs fans, we're back here in a great play there. A great hit, first pitch, and they got out quickly that time, so we were still in a break. But Caden Apodaca hits a grounder, seeing eye single on the left side between the third and shortstop. And so she leads off the inning with a single. She now is the winning run, standing at first base with no outs. And at the plate is KJ Ray, and she looks at ball one. So a great piece of hitting there by Caden Apodaca to lead things off. Ray steps back in on the right side. She is 0 for 1, and she's going to bunt it, and that's fair, and it's going to be a throw to first base in time. It was down the line. I think it would have went foul, but the third baseman caught it. And so moving over into scoring position is Apodaca on the sacrifice bunt, and there's now one down, and that'll bring Zoe Warren to the plate with one out. Zoe is 1 for 2 with a single and a walk. So Warren struck out her first time up and then singled in the fourth and walked in the fifth and has a runner in scoring position at second base. She steps in on the right side, 1 for 2. Witzel sets up on the outer third. That's where the pitch was, and that is called strike one. Perseus Aguilar on deck and Kinsey Carlo in the hole for the Artesia Bulldogs. As Zoe steps back in, here's the wind and the pitch. Strike two called, same pitch. Caught that outside corner, so Zoe will have to shorten up here with 0-2 the count. So Zoe steps back in, 0-2 the count, one out. Here's the wind and the pitch. High and away, ball one. 1-2 now the count. Rittner out in left, Aragon in center, and Cavada in right. Aragon, Martinez, and Flacco from third to first, and Witzel catching Schoolcraft. Here's the wind in the 1-2. Swung on, that's a flare to the right side. Catching it over there is the second baseman. Her throw behind the runner, not in time. So the line drive out is out number 2 for the Bulldogs here in the bottom of the seventh. And that'll bring the catcher, Perseus Aguilar, to the plate. Perseus is 0 for 3. Ground out, and strikeout. So she's looking to get off the schneid. Haven Schoolcraft gets her pitch, and gets her swing. And there's a swing, a little pop fly. And the center fielder will get there easily, and that will be out number 3 on the fly out to shallow right center field. So we're going into extra innings. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. It is 2-2 going into the 8th. Stay tuned.
You've changed thousands of diapers, cut off hundreds of crusts, played hours of peekaboo and duck, duck, goose. But you'd do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Sandy Stockton will help make it easy and affordable to help you protect your family, no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you'd do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Call State Farm agent Sandy Stockton in Artesia today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When was the last time a bank asked you about your needs or your goals? When you're a member of Artesia Credit Union, you get to use your money for something more important than fees and finance charges. You get to use your money for you. Membership is open to anyone who calls New Mexico home. Become a member of Artesia Credit Union today and see what your partners can do for you. North 5th Street in Artesia or online at artesiacu.org. Artesia Credit Union, member NCUA.
Okay, welcome back here as the Artesia Bulldogs and the Carlsbad Cave Girls are going into overtime. Extra innings. We're in the 8th, top of. And to the plate for the Carlsbad Cave Girls will come number 2, their leadoff batter, Faith Aragon. She is 0 for 2 with a walk. She has reached a second time with an error, so she has been on the bag twice and she scored a run. First pitch she'll see is a little high for ball 1. And I forgot this rule. You start off on second base with a runner. Yeah, I forgot about that. So softball rule is there's a runner at second base. The runner that made the last out, which was Rittner, and so she's down at second base. And batting is Faith Aragon here in the 8th. Here's the pitch. That's away for ball 2. So 2-0 now the count to Aragon. On deck is the pitcher Witzel, and in the hole the second baseman Martinez for Carlsbad. So you start off in extra innings with a runner in scoring position. So Rittner down at second base. And the 2-0 pitch upcoming here from Crandall. Swung on, hit hard, but foul down the left side by the left-handed batter for strike 1. Umpire says he's got 1 spare ball, so they'll be getting some balls gathered up for him. All right, so the count now 2-1 with nobody out. Runner at second, top of the 8th. And the leadoff batter, Faith Aragon, is going to look at ball 3 just outside. She squared the bunt, but pulled back, and it was outside. So the count now 3-1. As Crandall gets ready to go here from the circle. And here's the 3-1 pitch. Aguilar sets up on the outer third. That's where it's at. It's hit well out to left field. And that is a home run for the leadoff batter, Faith Aragon. That's a 2-run shot. And Carlsbad comes out and circles her at home plate. So that well-hit ball over the left field fence went with the pitch. It was on the outer third of the plate. And so Carlsbad now takes the 4-2 lead over the Bulldogs with nobody out here in the top of the 8th inning. And coming to the plate is the number 2 hitter in the lineup and the number 2 hitter here in the innings. In the form of the catcher, Witzel. She is 0 for 3 in the ball game. She is flown out and grounded out twice. So she'll step in on the right side. 4-2 Carlsbad. Here's the pitch. Strike 1 called on the outside half of the plate. Hannah Martinez on deck and Grace Aragon in the hole. The 3 and 4 batters in the lineup. Here's the pitch. Foul tip back. Strike 2. So I think that was just the third. 1, 2. Actually, that was the 4th hit allowed by Crandall. Here's the pitch. Out in front of it. Boy, she double clutched on that changeup and was able not to hold her swing just long enough to then tap it foul. So the count remains 0-2. Great pitch there by Crandall and a good job staying alive by the batter, Witzel. The count remains 0-2. Here's the wind in the pitch. Swung on and fouled back. So again, she stays alive on another really good pitch by Crandall. That one was a fastball away, but got a bat on it, did Witzel, for the foul ball. So she stays alive, 0-2. Nobody out, and the score now 4-2 Carlsbad here in the top of the 8th as the leadoff batter for the Carlsbad Cave Girls, or center fielder, hits that home run. Swing and a miss, and that is a strikeout for out number 1 here in the top of the 8th. And 13th strikeout issued by Crandall. All right, so Hannah Martinez at the plate, swing and a miss, strike 1 on the great pitch by Crandall. Martinez is 0 for 3. She has struck out in the 1st, in the 4th, and in the 6th. As she steps in for her 4th time to bat in the ball game. And this appearance coming in the 8th, and she swings and misses at strike 2. So strike 2 swinging. One out, and Martinez with 0-2 count. Aragon on deck and Aragon in the hole for the Cave Girls. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So 3 straight, and she goes down swinging for the 4th time and the 14th strikeout for Crandall. So now the cleanup batter, shortstop number 5, Grace Aragon, steps in. She is 1 for 3. She has a double, an RBI, and a run scored, and she looks at called. Strike 1 on the fastball, outside corner. She doubled in the 6th. Here's the pitch. Strike 2 called. But I'm thinking her double was that one that was just not caught. Right? That's it, yeah. So she steps back in, 0-2 count. Aguilar sets up on the outside, and there's strike 3. Strikes out the side. But the damage done as the Carlsbad Cave Girls start off the extra inning with a runner at second, and the leadoff batter, Faith Aragon, hits the home run and gets the 2 RBIs. So 1 hit, 2 runs. There was no errors and nobody left on base. We've played at 7.5, and the score now 4-2 in favor of the Cave Girls. We'll be back.
Prices are being slashed at Castle Rentals, Artesia's fun and friendly rent-to-own furniture store. Get a free mattress pad cover when you purchase a Serta or Kingdom mattress. Both brands on sale now. Get deep discounts on lamps by Cow Lighting. Beautiful and unique handcrafted lamps made right here in the US of A. Find your new furniture, appliances, or electronics today at Castle Rentals, 2616 West Main in Artesia. Rent-to-own or 90 days same as cash on all items.
Bulldog Pride is about family. It's about being the best both in the game and in the community. It's about giving your all and having your teammates back. This is Pastor Jason Perry, and here at New Hope Baptist Church, we can relate to the Bulldogs. Our church is a family, and we focus on allowing the Lord to be the best both in our church and in our community. Here at New Hope, we know it's a new year, and there's new hope for a new you. We're praying for Bulldog victory in the game and victory in your life through Jesus Christ.
All right, bottom of the 8th is where we're at, and out at second base for the Bulldogs was the last batter in the lineup in the last inning, which was Mercedes Aguilar. So she's at second base to start things off, and at the plate is the shortstop, Kinsey Carlo. First pitch she sees is high, and the throw down to second base not in time. Mercedes was off the ways, but she's back easily. So Kinsey is 0 for 2 with a walk, and she now has ball 1. On deck is Morion and in the hole Whitmire. So the bottom 3 in the lineup here for the Bulldogs to start this 8th inning. Strike 1 called. Fastball down the pipe. So 1-1 now the count to Carlo as she steps back in on the right side. Aguilar down at second base. 4-2 here in our first extra inning. Carlsbad with the lead. Swing, and that's going to be a base hit over the right side. Aguilar kind of gets a late jump because of the make sure the ball falls. So the single puts runners on the corner, so the go-ahead run now coming to the plate in the form of Michaeli Morion as Carlo stands at first and Mercedes Aguilar stands at third. And so the second baseman, number 11, Michaeli Morion, will step in. She is 0 for 1 with a walk and a hit by pitch. She also has a run scored. And so with runners on the corners, the Bulldogs, and nobody out, the Bulldogs have the go-ahead and winning run at the plate. They can get her around and play up on the corners. Middle infield playing normal depth. Here's the pitch. She is going to look to bunt, but she pulls it back, and that is called strike 1. Jenna Whitmire on deck, and then the top of the order, Riley Crandall in the hole. As the lead now for Carlsbad, they get 2 in their half of the extra inning. In the top of the 8th, the lead 4-2. Michaeli steps back in. Here's the pitch. Strike 2 called. So 0-2 now quickly to Michaeli. She'll need to cover the plate here. Steps back in on the right side. 0-2 the count. Schoolcraft gets her pitch. The wind in the 0-2. Just missed high. Ball 1. 1-2 now the count. All right, so here's the pitch. That's high. Ball 2. 2-2 now the count to McKaylee. The Bulldogs, Lady Bulldogs, play again this Saturday right here at the Mack Chase Complex as the, I think, number 2 ranked Gallup Bengals come to town. 11-1 are the game times. Here's the wind in the pitch. Swung on and missed. Runner is off and running, so the tying run is now in scoring position down at second base, but that is the first out on the swinging strike 3. And that'll bring us to the left fielder, number 14, Jenna Whitmire. She'll come to the plate. 0 for 3 in the ballgame, pair of strikeouts, but she did reach on a bunt and then an error by the first baseman and scored one of the 2 runs for the Bulldogs. She steps in, right side. Here's the first pitch, high and away, ball 1. Throw down, not in time to third base, so the catcher, Witzel, fires down to third, but back easily was Perseus Aguilar. 1-0 the count to Whitmire. On deck is Riley Crandall, top of the order, and in the hole, Kenna Morrison for the Bulldogs as they look to get 3 runs here and get this game won. That pitch called, strike 1 to Whitmire. He said it caught the front end of the outside corner. So the count 1-1. Whitmire back in on the right side. 1-1 the count. The pitch high, ball 2. 2-1. All right, so Schoolcraft once again getting ready to go here. First and third. Third base playing up closer. First base playing up as well. Here's the pitch, swung on, foul back into the net. So the count remains, or goes to 2-2 now on that foul ball strike. A little behind on that pitch was Whitmire. 2-2 as she steps back in on the right side. Here's the wind in the pitch. That's away for ball 3. So a full count now to Jenna with runners at second and third. And 1 out. Schoolcraft gets her pitch from Witzel and to the plate. And that is high and tight. That is ball 4. So the base is loaded. You can't really walk her right here. I guess they could walk a run in, but I wouldn't think they would walk a run in. You got the leadoff batter in the form of Riley Crandall coming to the plate. She is 1 for 1 with a single, an RBI, and 3 walks. They've been very careful with her. They're right here with the bases loaded and the winning run standing at first base. Crandall will walk up on the left side. And Riley ready to go. Schoolcraft with the pitch. Swing, and it's a chopper to the left side. Going to come home with it and get the first out there. So the chopper to the shortstop. They were playing in, and they do cut the run off. So the fielder's choice is out number 2, and it was 6-2. And that'll bring Kenna Morrison to the plate with the bases loaded. First pitch called, strike 1 on the outside corner. Kenna is 0 for 3 with a walk. And she steps back in here for her 5th time with a strike 1 called. Bases loaded, second pitch called, strike 2. That one was down the pipe there. All right, so 0-2 the count with 2 outs, 4-2 Carlsbad. We're in the bottom of the 8th. Coach Polito is going to call a timeout and talk it over with her batter as the infield will meet and the outfield will meet for the defense. So the Bulldogs down to their final out, barring getting at least 2 runs across, but they do have the bases loaded. And so the tying run is at second base in scoring position. Go ahead and winning run at first. The count 0-2 with 2 outs to Kenna Morrison, the number 2 batter in the lineup, center fielder for the Bulldogs. That she'll step back in on the right side. And Schoolcraft, the pitcher, ready to go. Everybody back in their spots. Wind in the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's going to end it. as the Artesia Bulldogs will fall in 8 innings to the Carlsbad Cave Girls. The final score, 4-2 in 8. All right, we're going to get the Guy Chevrolet postgame show going. And when we come back, we'll have the final stats here live from the Mack Chase Complex. Carlsbad gets the win over the Bulldogs, 4-2. We'll be back.
It's Chevy Truck Month at Guy Chevrolet Company in Artesia. Right now, take advantage of 0% APR for 48 months, plus a $1,000 accessory allowance when you purchase eligible GM accessories. We invite you to come see us today for a quick, hassle-free buying experience and drive home your new Chevy, Buick, or GMC, or one of our hand-picked pre-owned vehicles. Visit GuyChevy.com or come see us now at Guy Chevrolet Company on the corner of 1st and Main in Artesia.
On approved credit, must finance with GM Financial. Offer ends April 2nd, 2022.
My name is Larry Dean. I'm the disciple pastor here at Faith Baptist Church, and I'd like to invite you to something we call faith groups. Now, there are a ton of resources out there to help people better understand the Bible, but I believe the very best way to grasp the truths of Scripture is to get together with other adults on a regular basis to study the Bible. And that's what we do every Wednesday night here at Faith Baptist Church. So if you're not in a weekly Bible study, come join us this Wednesday at 6:15 for faith groups. Thanks, God bless, and go Bulldogs.
Please pardon our dust as we move into our new facility at Artesia Animal Clinic. We've begun the process of moving into our new facility, which features more exam rooms, expanded surgery and treatment rooms, lab, x-ray, and larger kennels. We're so excited to be moving into our new facility, and we look forward to being better able to help care for your pets. Artesia Animal Clinic, now moving into our new clinic in the same location, 110 West Mahone, just north of Artesia Ford Sales.
Where can you find the best selection of beautiful and unique home decor in the region? Easy, Casa Decor in Ruidoso. For years, people from all over have come to Casa Decor for the best selection of rustic, real wood furniture, beautiful decor from the Southwest and beyond, and quality outdoor furniture and accessories that are built to last a lifetime. At Casa Decor, they have over 10,000 square feet of showroom for everything you need. Casa Decor opens 7 days a week from 9:30 to 5 at 1214 Meacham Drive in Ruidoso, or online at casadecorruidoso.com. Proud supporter of local high school sports.
Need a family doctor you can trust? Artesia General Hospital's family practice team offers a full range of medical services to patients of every age. Led by family practice physician Dr. Joe Salgado, our providers can help you manage chronic conditions, treat illness and injury, and coordinate specialty care. And for children, pediatrician Dr. Joanne Couch brings her expertise in managing your child's care from birth to age 18. Get peace of mind by finding a partner to care for your whole family close to home. We're accepting new patients at artesiageneral.com/family.
Kane Electrical Supply is your #1 distributor when it comes to the top-of-the-line inventory. Kane Electric carries name brands such as Appleton, Burndy, Fluke, Cooper Lighting, Hoffman, Phillips Lighting, iDeck, Klein Tools, and Square D. Kane Electric has your professionals and will assist you with any information you may have on electrical supplies. Kane Electric delivers on location too. Come by Kane Electric today in Artesia at 1911 North Roselawn.
All right, Bulldog fans, we're back here on the Guy Chevrolet postgame show. The Artesia Bulldogs and the Carlsbad Cavemen going to 8 innings, going to extra innings, and Carlsbad ends up coming out on top, 4-2. They improved to 14-0 on the season. The Bulldogs fall to 7-3, and the final stats go like this: the Carlsbad Cave Girls winning pitcher Haven Schoolcraft, as she ends up with 13 strikeouts. She gave up 6 walks, a hit by pitch, and 4 hits, but gets the complete game win over the Artesia Bulldogs. The Carlsbad Cave Girls, and let's see here, they end up scoring the 4 runs like this. They got 2 in the 6th and 2 in the, they got 2 in the 6th and 2 in the 8th to get their 4 runs. For the for the Artesia Bulldogs, the losing pitcher will be Riley Crandall. She ends up having 14 strikeouts. She gave up 4 hits and 1 walk. The Bulldogs ended up having 1 error in the ballgame, as did Carlsbad defensively. And the Bulldogs get their 2 runs in the 5th inning. So in the bottom of the 5th, they scored 2 runs. Riley went 1 for 2 with 3 walks and an RBI from the plate. Kenna Morrison was 0 for 4 with a walk. Caden Apodaca was 1 for 3. She also had a sacrifice RBI, sac fly out to right field and got the RBI. KJ Ray went 0 for 2 with a walk, and then coming in to pinch bat one time in that position, the 4-hole, was Madison Martinez, and she went 0 for 1. Zoe Warren was 1 for 3 with a single and a walk. Perseus Aguilar was 0 for 4 in the ball game. Kinsey Carlo 1 for 3 with a walk. Michaeli Morion went 0 for 2, but she reached bases twice as she was hit by pitch, and she also walked, and she was one of the runs that scored. And Jenna Whitmire went 0 for 3. She also reached on a walk, and she scored a run. So the Artesia Bulldogs, the final stat, 4-2 in 8 innings. They take the loss to the Carlsbad Cave Girls. All right, so coming up this week on Bulldog Sports, we have the Artesia Lady Bulldogs. These same young ladies playing the Gallup Lady Bengals right here at the Mack Chase Saturday, 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. in a doubleheader. Want to make sure you come out here and support the Lady Bulldogs, but if you can't, you can always find us right here on the radio, KSVP Radio, AM 990 and FM 93.7, and we'll be live streaming KSVPTV.com. Out there in social media, KSVP Radio on Facebook, and our YouTube channel, KSVP Radio. On behalf of all those involved here, Andy and our camera folks, this is Joby Hodling saying thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you Saturday.
That concludes this broadcast of Bulldog Sports on KSVP AM and FM and at KSVPTV.com. Bulldog Sports on KSVP AM and FM and KSVPTV.com is presented by Eastern New Mexico University Roswell, Artesia Animal Clinic, Artesia Ford Sales, J.S. Warden Sun Insurance, La Fonda, Sandy Stockton, and State Farm of Artesia, Smile Expressions, Artesia Family Healthcare and Presbyterian Medical Services, Artesia General Hospital, Roswell Seed, Guy Chevrolet, KFC of Artesia, Moppin and Brown Dentistry, Pop's Diner, Forest Tire, Western Bank of Artesia, Artesia Credit Union, Pecos Valley Equipment, Oasis Computers, Eastern New Mexico University, Catalyst Church, Brandon Williams and Farm Bureau Insurance, Cisco Equipment, Artesia Plumbing and Heating, TMJ Auto, New Hope Baptist Church, H&R Block of Artesia, Castle Rentals, Kane Electric, Frost Mortgage, Incredible Printing, Bobcat Auto, and Tate Branch of Artesia. Thanks for joining us for this presentation of Bulldog Sports on KSVP AM and FM. We now return you to your regular scheduled programming.